yeah, I don't have to sync this week because we're on FS1, and FS1 is always ahead of my max. But I'm not betting today, but I'll say my pick to win the race is Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is my pick today. And because I didn't bet money on him, he stands a much better chance. So I'm going to do Kyle a favor and keep my money in my pocket. So, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch for the win. I will be right back. Yeah, you're picking against Kyle for once, and I'm picking with him. So I'll change onboard cameras throughout the day, but like I said, I'm starting on Kyle's. So I'm gonna feel like a dummy when I don't bet money on him and he goes and wins it because I'm saying Kyle Busch is gonna win today. What better place to do it than his home racetrack? I got faith in Rowdy. I enjoyed him in the booth yesterday. He's definitely got a future in that. Ah, Michael McDowell and Joey Logano on the front row. Joey would have been another bet I would have liked to have made. Kyle Busch or Joey Logano. I was tempted to do the DraftKings pick six and say six drivers that finish better or worse than what they're expected, but I saved my money. Ain't ever gonna win no way, so save my money. A normal racetrack, which is why Kyle Busch will excel. Qualifying was weird. Harvick just said this race ain't gonna be normal because qualifying. They just told Kyle, I don't want to hear no down in the dumps bullshit. It's full speed fucking forward all fucking day. That was the exact quote to Kyle just now. thought I was kidding when I said it's Morgan Freeman. You're like, what asshole looks like Morgan Freeman? It's like, oh shit, that's the real Morgan Freeman. It's like that episode of South Park when the National Association of Man Boy Love is under investigation. It's a group of pedophiles, and the police storm the NAMBLA meeting. Freeze! And they're like, is this the National Association of Man Boy Love, NAMBLA? No, we're the National Association of Marlon Brando lookalikes. Holy shit, you guys really do look like Marlon Brando. That's old South Park. You guys do look like Marlon Brando. Not betting any money, but there's my pick today.
Kyle Busch.
I'm picking Kyle today.
He used to do really good.
So I'm going to do him a favor, not bet on him.
Right.
Save my money.
Past 4 weeks, you've just had horrific luck.
But he's been really good.
Yeah.
They're off to a good start. Qualifying was weird. I mean, if you look at the lineup, Michael McDowell was on the pole, Austin Cindric third, Eric Jones fifth, Josh Berry seventh, Zane Smith ninth. Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Christopher Bell's going for 4 in a row.
Well, good shot.
He's really good here. He was going to win last fall in the playoffs, but fucking Logano beat him on fuel mileage. And when they crossed the finish line, Bell went, God damn it. I was like, I'd have been the same fucking way. Yes, that's the first time I ever heard Christopher Bell show any emotion.
Yeah, he never does.
He got beat on fuel mileage here with the best car. It was like, damn, dude.
And this is a Toyota track, so I would assume.
It's a Toyota track, but in the spring race, it's been Hendrick for forever now because Byron Larson and Bowman have dominated this race for years now.
I am not used to Chevy.
Yeah. Chase Elliott always runs really well here, and something bad happens. He's got terrible luck here.
Happening to him,
This is his best racetrack without the results, I think, because Chase is just as good as Larson and Byron are here. I think Reddick and Bell are going to be the best Toyotas. And Hamlin, whether he's good or not, will find a way to be a problem. Because he almost won. Did you see the end of last week?
No.
Lost it by that much.
Shit.
He caught Bell on Bell dominated the race, shocker, and on a late restart, Hamlin about got his ass. Hamlin, I think the difference was they came off the final corner, Bell got loose, barely touched Hamlin, got Hamlin tight, and then off the corner, Larson clobbered Bell in the rear, and that shot Bell forward, and he won the race. Yeah.
Great job, Larson.
Well, Larson just wasn't lifting. He was just going to try to I guess he was going to try to get underneath him, and his car didn't turn good, but he just didn't let it pop, and he hit Bell, and Bell shot forward just enough to beat Hamlin to the finish line. At Phoenix, a photo finish at Phoenix. That's only the second time that's ever happened, a photo finish at Phoenix.
It's usually a boring as fuck race.
Phoenix is weird, but they did the thing last week where they did the Formula One thing where there were 2 different tire compounds. You had 6 sets of normal tires, 2 sets of soft tires. Soft tires are faster and better and make your car handle great, but they wear way quicker. So all race long, guys were like, when do you want to put your soft sets on? You only got 2. The guys at the front had the advantage of we can save both our sets for the last part of the race. Joey Logano got a restart violation, went to the back, threw his fucking softs on, smoked back to the front of the field and took the lead. But then lost the lead at the end of the stage because the tires fell off. Ryan Preece almost won. He used his soft sets in stage 1, went from 25th to the lead. And then late in the race, had his final set of softs on. So he was on his last set, and everybody else had 1 left. And it was like, okay, if the race goes green, he might be able to pull this off. His tires are going to be struggling, and Bell's coming, but right now he's built a big enough gap. Caution, Bubba Wallace broke a fucking toe link and hit the wall. And as soon, I had Priest's on board on my TV, and he went, God fucking damn it. And I was like, yeah, your race is over because you don't have the softs yet. And everybody in the top 10 had a soft set left. So it was like a gamble. Now,
I actually like that a lot.
It's fun, but I think next time they're just going to look to be like everybody has nothing but softs because the soft tire's better anyway. But it is kind of fun to be like, hey, you got the 2 soft sets. When do you want to? Because you can put them on right now and go from 30th to top 5 at Phoenix.
But then you have 1 set.
Yes, the fact that at Phoenix that you could pass that many cars that quick. Ryan Preece and Joey did it. Joey had no choice. Priest just did it because we're tailing the lead lap here early and we don't want to have our day get screwed up. And then he winds up being a really good car anyway. And then it flipped back the other way because so everybody had a set of softs left. They had a nice little run. Caution with 5 to go or whatever. So the guys that didn't have softs left came in and put regulars on, and by that point the regulars were competitive with the softs that the guys up front had been on for the last 30 or 40 laps. So it kind of came back. Some crew chiefs were frustrated and called it a caution lottery. Like, oh, if this caution falls, my whole day's fucked because I had to use set to get to the front. But if it goes green, we got it made. And I saw Austin Dillon's crew chief said he thinks every race should be like that. And I can't remember whose crew chief fired back at him. Somebody from Gibbs is like, oh, yeah, of course y'all would love that, wouldn't you? Implying that Austin Dillon needs fluky circumstances to win anything. And I'm like, you're not wrong. So, of course you'd like that. Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon could have finished third or better. He had 2 sets left at the end when everybody else had none. Sped on pit road. And I was like, you idiot! Ty Dillon got up to 3rd place, dude, and sped on pit road. I was like, you fucking dumbass. To quote Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, wow, you are one sad, pathetic loser.
Yes.
Ty Dillon was going to be a threat for either the win, simply because of the tire difference, or a top 5. Probably top 5. I would say he finished 3rd or 4th, but sped on pit road. Sped on pit road. I couldn't believe when I looked up and they said there's one car left that has 2 sets, and it's Ty Dillon. I was like,
Of all fucking people,
wow.
it's a Dillon brother.
Of course it is. Dillon's not here. Dillon has a hard time getting free on Sundays now because it's either work or he's got to watch the kiddo. So Dillon never is free on Sundays much now. But we're planning on going to Darlington in a month or whenever it is. Yeah. You know, when I was thinking about doing that DraftKings Pick 6, part of it was, do you think Chase Briscoe's going to finish 14th or worse? Better than 14th or worse than 14th? And I said worse. I don't care that he's driving a Gibbs car. He's not good. He's not show. I don't think he's that good. And I think the 19 team was already struggling with Truex last year, and we know Truex is good. Now, Truex had 1 foot out the door.
It's kind of weird with Truex because, like, it's either he's going to go into a situation and be really good or he's going to...
He was mentally checked out, I think, the last half of last year, and that didn't help. But I think if it wasn't for Ty Gibbs and the 54 team, I would say the 19 team's the worst team at Gibbs right now. But the 54 is so fucking bad. I don't know.
Gee, I wonder why
There's the best team at Gibbs right now. Trying to win 4 in a row.
the interstate batteries paints.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I was going to say Interstate's never had a bad scheme, but they had that weird watermelon looking one back in like 2015 or whatever. It was pretty ugly. It looked like a watermelon.
I don't think I remember.
If I showed you a picture, you'd be like, oh, that one. Yeah. It was ugly. I spent most of my day, I was playing WWE 2K25. And of course, 2K found a way to work in microtransactions. There's a game mode called My Faction, and they hide unlockables behind My Faction to try to make you play it. I want the 2010 version of CM Punk. He has this Fire Burns entrance music, the fucking hair and the beard. It's 2010 CM Punk. So it's like, okay, you got to beat the Chicago tour. And I'm like, well, at least they made the unlockables more attainable this year. They flat out say, hey, if you beat this, you get this. So I was like, oh, I've unlocked the Chicago thing. So I played through all these fucking matches. I get to the last part. You don't have the cards needed to play this. And I was like, huh? Apparently, I specifically need a Roman Reigns card, a very specific Roman Reigns card that you can only get by playing the LA tour in My Faction. But I haven't unlocked the LA tour yet because I haven't done the Boston tour. So therefore, I can't do the CM Punk thing. And I'm like, this fucking game mode sucks. Like, I was starting to have a little fun playing some of the matches because your characters all have low overalls, but so do your opponents. So you can beat somebody in like a minute and a half if you're good. The CM Punk thing would be like, fatal 4-way tornado tag team ladder match, go. And it's like, oh, God. 4-on-4 tornado ladder match, go.
Fucking hate multi-men and tag matches in wrestling video games. They are fucking stupid.
For years, even regular tag matches would be annoying, but 2K did something good. When you play in tag match where people can tag in and out, they can only break up 1 pin. If they break up 1 pin, they are not allowed to do it the rest of the match. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. So I'll go for a pin, but yeah, come on, break it up. Haha, now I'm going to beat him. So at least they did that. But tornado matches,
Fuck all that shit.
I can do 2-on-2 tornado because they have a quick button you can switch between you and your partner. If you press the touchpad, you can switch to your partner. So if you see him getting his ass kicked, you'll be like, oh, and switch to him. I can handle 2-on-2 tornado tag. Fatal 4-way tornado tag. They did a fucking...
It's a ladder match.
they had me do triple threat tag team tornado tag table match, and I'm just like, as soon as the match starts, I'm grabbing people, trying to chuck them out of the ring through the table that's set up outside. And I did. I got fucking Grayson Waller and Tasha was like, yes, and I won the match in like 30 seconds. It was like fastest table match ever. Yeah. Then there was like fatal four way tornado tag, Hell in a Cell. But you can't run. They have like gameplay modifiers for certain
That's what you were
modes.
talking about because
Yeah.
I was briefly in like hearing it while I was napping, and I was
Right.
like, "What the fuck are you talking
You can't
about?
run.
You
They
can't
had run disabled for one of the things. So
God.
Maxine Dupree was getting pinned, and the Ivy Nile starts going, but it won't let them run either. So she was like, 3, ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face. So I know what I got to do to get the Roman Reigns to then go get the CM Punk.
It's just,
So
are you gonna do it?
I'm going to do it because I've already done a lot of the hard shit for the CM Punk one. It let me complete 75% of the CM Punk one before it blocked me out.
Well, it sounds like you didn't have to buy it, right?
Nah, you don't.
Gotta unlock
The thing is, to try to get you to buy stuff, they pay you shit points. Like, most My Faction cards are 10,000 points. They give you like 150 per match win. But you can buy the points to get cards. Huh? You want to buy it? Fuck off. Kyle Busch already in a bad spot on lap 1. Well, he's ahead of the 3 wide. He's fine. I thought he was about to get sucked back 3 wide between Jones and Byron. It can be a fun mode, but I don't like having lockables blocked behind a fucking paywall. Or a grind. Or a grind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the grind. It's just what they do is they give you like shit, like currency. to,
Yes.
like, force you
Yes.
to buy. That's what I don't like.
Damn. Okay, Logano getting the lead from McDowell doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's
McDowell's low-key been good. He's got Harvick's old crew from Stuart Haas. Rodney Childers and that bunch came over there to that car. So that's why I think they've been pretty solid for a B minus C plus tier team.
Rodney Childress a better driver, and who knows what'll happen.
I think McDowell's experience combined with Rodney can make that car a top 10 car. Top 15 consistently, top 10s on their good days. And we know that team can make speed because Hocevar's their teammate, and he's been good. He's been the best one by far out of that team. Real American beer, brother. Shocker, bootlicker Ricky Stenhouse has that.
I'm just surprised that made it into NASCAR.
Red Bull,
Hey, more Red Bull.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Quick Trip's pretty cool.
I remember back in the day, every NASCAR sponsor was recognizable. Now some of these cars, I go, what the fuck is that?
I'm kind of surprised the weed thing isn't like on one of the cars.
I remember Kyle Busch did have the weed sponsor
Yeah,
for a
because
while.
it was,
3 Chi. 3 Chi.
it was 3G, and then, God, fucking damn it. Who the fuck was in Kyle's car before him that had it, that ran it every
Did you guys see Ty Gibbs flip the other night in the fucking sprint car race? Dude barrel rolled like 4 times.
I'm not surprised. He fucking sucks.
Nah, Ty Gibbs don't suck, but they got to figure something out. I like how you would think Kyle Busch going to RCR would mean he would automatically lose to whoever replaces him. Nah, he's been better at RCR than Gibbs has been in Kyle's old ride. That's crazy.
It is crazy. It's just Kyle is just like cursed.
3 wins to nothing, and Gibbs hasn't finished inside the top 15 in like 15, 16 races or something.
That is crazy.
So,
That is crazy. Which does mean that Kyle was very valuable to them, and they just didn't want to.
is that Opie from Andy Griffith or Riley Herbst?
Yeah, Reddick. I see the 8,000 3G.
Yeah. Joey Logano's checking out.
I just hope it's possible to pass here.
It is. It'll as the track rubbers in, you can run top to bottom here.
Well, that's good. That makes it at least possible.
These cars, since we switched to these cars, places like Vegas have always been the best tracks. Vegas, Charlotte, Homestead, Kansas have been really strong with this car.
Charlotte's in that.
Yeah, Charlotte needed a revival bad. Like really fucking bad. And everybody agreed. Everybody's like, we love Charlotte. We love coming. There wasn't a single driver going, take Charlotte off the schedule. It was, no, no, no. How do we fix this? We can't have bad races at Charlotte. Junior said he was fucking harping on that when he was still driving. We got to fix Charlotte. This place has to be one of the best tracks. Yes. And there were good races. I've been to a few 600s in that era that were fucking amazing. You were at a good one. But then there was like, name something that happened in 2014-15. 2016, it's memorable because Truex led 392 out of 400, and it was boring. 17, Austin Dillon fuel mileage win. That was fun. I was at that race. 2018, I was there. 2019, not memorable, but I was there. It wasn't bad. 2020, dog shit. 2021, dog shit. I was there, but Larson won, and we were all happy because he had just come back. And then we switched to this car, and 2022 was like the greatest 600 of all time. And it was very chaotic.
Which is very un-Charlotte.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is fucking nuts. I've never seen Charlotte like this. 2005 was the last chaotic 600. There was like, they broke the caution record. And there were wrecks out the ass, and it was this track surf. We got to repave this fucking place because it was so rough. It was just killing the tires. And it was just guys wrecking by themselves, and it was a little out of hand. So repave it, killed it off. But you have to repave these tracks. Problem was they were getting too good at paving them. That was a problem, I would say, from 06 to like a couple of years ago. So like they would pave tracks and like the surfaces won't age. They won't age. They figured out a couple years ago how to pave it because Atlanta just got paved 3 years ago, and it's great. Because they're like, yeah, we didn't do it as bad. We didn't pave it as good. We figured out a way to make it suck. It's this weird hybrid of Charlotte and Daytona. It's like a weird Daytona Charlotte hybrid. Yeah, makes for great racing. And Larson, who despises super speedway, says he loves current Atlanta. He says this is fun because it's handling based. Like when Daytona and Talladega got repaved, the handling went away, and it was just mash on the gas and push the guy in front of you, and you figure out what move you want to wait. But back in the mid 2000s, before you started watching, the Junior uploaded his onboard camera feed from when he won Daytona in '04, out of control, lifting at Daytona to get into the corner. And if you entered the corner the wrong way, you were going to bust your ass. That was just a different kind of Daytona. And sometimes the cars would get spread out, but they would kind of yo-yo back together, and the best cars would be in a group together and race it out. Yeah. 2004 Daytona 500 is like a weird throwback to like the early 80s. That's why Junior fucking won it, because he excels at that kind of racing. It was literally Junior and Tony Stewart. Which one of these guys, nobody else matters. We all know it's going to be Junior and Tony Stewart that wins this fucking race. And the field got really spread out on a long green flag run, and it was just them. It was Tony Stewart, Dale Jr., Scott Wimmer, and the lap car of Kurt Busch. And Kurt Busch was pissed off at Junior for something early in the race, so he was trying to push Tony Stewart. Didn't work, obviously. And Tony Stewart will tell you, yeah, it didn't work because Junior was just better than us at that point. Daytona was really more skill-based than it is now. You require a certain set of skills to be good at it. Atlanta now is a lot more like Daytona was, is what I'm trying to get at. Atlanta's very similar to old Daytona. Yeah. And Daytona will get there. It's starting to get there a little bit. They got it now. All that to me, they just got to get the cars right because the cars are too gripped up and too heavy on downforce. You're stuck in the pavement. They need, but NASCAR don't want them to flip, so they won't lift them up. But Denny Hamlin's idea was, hear me out. Lower horsepower to what it was when we had the restrictor plates at Daytona, but cut that fucking rear spoiler in half and reduce downforce, and you'll see a lot more similar racing to the past. It's about Daytona right now is a car problem, but Atlanta's great. I think Atlanta would be great with these cars, this version of the package. I would like to see one race at the current Atlanta where the cars are set up like they run at Charlotte, Las Vegas, and Homestead, and Kansas. That's a problem on short tracks. On short tracks, playing fucking NASCAR rivals at Martinsville and having to shift makes me want to gouge my eyes out. Because at Martinsville, I'm all about hitting the spot in the corner. But now I got to remember, upshift.
Like at Martinsville, that's fucking crazy.
It's stupid.
Like it doesn't make sense because the track is so small. Like,
But the high-speed tracks, everybody's in fifth gear all the time. Like Vegas, Homestead, Charlotte, Michigan, blah, blah, blah.
but they're big enough to compensate.
Yeah. We got to get away. They were like, maybe we'll just outlaw shifting. It's like, that's not going to work. And the race would suck. The race would suck because without shifting, everybody's going to be coming off the corner really fucking slow. So
Yeah, because they're going to be in first fucking gear. Like, what the fuck?
I think at Martinsville, they go fifth gear, corner, drop to fourth. Oh, I fucked up, drop to third, upshift, bam. So, like, you can't bump somebody at Martinsville because they're just going to drop to third gear and then shift back up, and their car is going to haul ass off the corner. You can do that too, but if you're both doing it, how are you ever going to pass each other?
That just sounds like a wreck waiting to happen.
They have fixed Martinsville a little bit because they got the tire better. They have a softer tire at Martinsville now. The race last year was pretty good.
Shifting out of Martinsville, and I think
Why did we have to, of all the unnecessary changes, 5-gear transmission? Why? Why did we go to a 5-gear transmission? Why did we make the wheels bigger? That's another problem. Why did we make the wheels bigger? Because that's why the tires have sucked up until the last year, because Goodyear's like, we don't know how to make a fucking soft tire that's this big that won't just fucking shred like ricotta cheese.
so. Then why can't NASCAR be like, oh, well, then just make it?
They can't now because the parts that go in the car are designed to fit the giant wheel. So then everybody would have to get new shit, and that's going to cost money. So we can't change the size of the tire. The car's built for a tire that big.
Hell, NASCAR.
You ever just hate NASCAR sometimes?
Yes.
Not the racing or the people in it. I mean, just the sanctioning body.
The people
Yeah.
for NASCAR, yeah.
It's like we're run by 10 Roger Goodells on LSD or something. Bowman up to fourth.
Yeah, Bowman's really doing good.
He's won here before. Oh, look, Chase Briscoe, 21st in a Gibbs car.
That is a fucking crime.
That's ridiculous. Ty Gibbs 30. That's 2 weeks in a row. Ty Gibbs has been 30th.
I'm sorry, I don't like Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs is fucking 30th again on speed. Just again. He was 30th at Phoenix last week on speed. Just that's where he
I
was.
know you defend Ty Gibbs. I think he sucks.
Dylan says he thinks Byron wins, but we want Kyle Busch to win.
I would say tell Dylan that the problem with the Hendrick cars is that they're fucking cursed. 3 of them are going to get took out, and it's only going to be left with 1 of them that's going to do it. So I would not pick a Hendrick car. Not until they're cursed lifts.
Chase is running where he started, so is Larson. Byron's really good, and Bowman has moved up. Hell, Bowman might be the one today.
Oh, there's Larson. Okay. Shocker. The Hendrick cars are all fucking top 10. Wonder how long that's going to last.
Ain't nobody at Hendrick running randomly 30th.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's always been a pattern, though, with every big NASCAR team. Any big 4-car team, only 3 out of 4 are going to be dominant. There's always going to be one that's fucked for some reason.
Or if, like, the whole team's fucking cursed like Hendrick is right now, 3 of them are going to get took out for no reason, and it's going to be left to 1 of them to try
2008, Jimmy Johnson and Dale Jr. and Jeff Gordon. Casey Mears. 2009, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson Jr. having the worst year of his fucking life. 2010, same. 2011, Mark Martin drops off. Jr. rises back up. Well, what the fuck's wrong with the 5-car? Casey Kane joins. The only time they were about equal was when Casey Kane first joined. They were all 4 pretty good.
Every time after that, Casey Kane fucking sucked.
2012, 13, they were all equal. And then 14, Casey Kane fell the fuck off. And Junior, Jimmy, and Jeff won like 5 races apiece. So,
Remember that.
there's always one. There's always one that's going to fall off. I don't know why. Yeah. At Gibbs, it was Logano. Remember Logano? And we go back to that era, please. Hendrick, all the cars usually run within 10 spots of each other.
I mean, as long as the cars don't get randomly took the fuck out and they actually, remember how to fucking qualify, they usually do good.
And like Denny's running 19th right now. I'm weirded out by Denny being 19th.
I mean, he does have that kind of shit.
The 11 car has low key. They're not bad, but they've kind of fallen off a little bit.
I mean, from what I'm used to, they're a roller coaster.
Good news for everybody is that Christopher Bell's not in the top 10.
Yeah, it's 24th.
Yeah, and he started 20th. Bell has lost spots. So did Gibbs just whiff today?
They may have.
Like I'm sitting here bashing Ty Gibbs, but the other guys ain't doing so great either. I think Penske nailed it. Penske and Hendrick probably nailed this. I'm just confused by Gibbs. We went. I remember when Roush was really good. Yeah. The what? Oh, Kyle. Yeah, I didn't bet anything. I'm not that confident.
He said he's not that confident in God.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. End of the first stage, I'll do it. Oh, I got to tell my mom what day the Metallica show is in Tampa because I don't even fucking know. Metallica, Tampa, what day? Ooh, were they doing the 2 days in fucking Tampa? Blaney just pitted under green. Well, it's about time to pit. I noticed all the shit cars are pitting first.
Yeah.
Everybody that's going, Jesus Christ.
Blaney might be able to get out, and when this all cycles around, he might be in a
That drag, Joey ain't letting that happen. Joey pitted immediately. I guarantee you the rest of these guys wanted to make it to like lap 38 or 40, but they saw guys pitting, so they said, nope, we're coming in.
Oh no, maybe because Blaney, just now pitted and is coming off, maybe he can cycle around into a decent spot.
He'll probably gain spots or Metallica, April, May.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Somebody lost a wheel. Caution's out.
yeah. All right, who lost a wheel?
Make a bad day worse.
Fucking hell, Briscoe.
It's his team. And also, great, caution under green flag pit stops. Even NASCAR doesn't like to throw cautions under green flag pit stops.
Well, this is the problem with the single lug nut tires.
You guys remember a few years ago, there was a race at Kansas. Somebody's tire rolled out of their pits all the way out to the grass. Now, it's not on the track. It's on the front stretch grass at Kansas, out of the way.
I might remember that.
But you really have to throw a caution to go get it, right? And Chris Buescher goes, oh, they're going to throw a caution. Well, I'm not pitting yet. I'm going to wait for them to throw the caution. NASCAR won't throw the caution. They refuse to throw the caution. They will not. All right, we're about to run out of gas. Pit. We pit. Caution. They didn't want Chris Buescher fucking... And I'm like, dude, fuck you. Like, yes, it would be luck that put Buescher in that position, but you got to throw the caution. You can't just sit there and wait. But they didn't want to fuck all the other guys that had already pitted. And I'm like, too bad. There's tire on the track. That's fucking caution. Nope.
What if there's a wreck and they actually are about to head right to that fucking tire?
As soon as Buescher hit pit road, caution. After like 5 to 10 extra laps of running. And I'm like, you're a fucking asshole. Oh, yeah, the tire guy immediately was like, I fucked up. I didn't get it.
Okay, but that doesn't say that. You can own it all you want to, but buddy.
We saw last week Josh Berry was about to leave his pit box. The tire guy went, wait, and Josh Berry actually stopped. And they were like, Reek, got it tight. He went on, it didn't fall off.
Am I the only one who absolutely despises these single lug nut tires?
I only don't like it for one stupid reason. Pit stops don't sound as cool anymore. They don't go. They go.
I just don't
Lame.
like it because it leads to shit like this. They should not be single love nut. They should be four.
Now the key is who was a lap down when this was going on and who wasn't.
Didn't look like they did. Well, everything's tough for you, brisket. Interesting.
He gets us. Every time I see that car, I laugh.
Interesting. I wouldn't think Las Vegas would be that challenging.
There was a mod for NASCAR 21 that changed the Ty Gibbs. He gets us car to he gets sus. My favorite though is the Bass Pro Shops logo with the big fish going like that, and they changed it to "That's my ass, bro, stop" instead of Bass Pro Shop. That's my favorite one. It was Ty Dillon's Bass Pro card. It said, "That's my ass, bro, stop,"
It is so fitting that's Ty.
because that fish is going.
Oh my god, that is so fitting. It's Ty Dillon. I love it. Oh man, that's
And then when one of the mods was made the week after Chase got suspended because he wrecked Denny at Charlotte, and he had the Napa logo, but it said "Nope, he ain't racing." Instead of Napa, it said "Nope."
that's good.
Nope, he ain't racing.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh man.
And then one guy to be a smartass made Kyle Busch's number 8, Dale Jr.'s number 8, but it was Bud Light instead of Budweiser. Kyle Busch wins the race off pit road. And there goes all of Michael McDowell's track position, thanks to his pit crew.
Well, Big Dallas fucked.
Yep. Nah,
At least for a good long while. Because I don't expect hardly any cautions today, so.
this will probably be a somewhat lengthy caution because NASCAR's got to go through and figure out who was where when fucking caution.
Like, aside from this caution, I don't expect there to be like a caution like every 5 laps or anything. I
Yeah.
expect a lot of green flag runs.
I don't know if you guys can do a little bit more to the box to help me out, but it's slippery.
Kyle Busch says his box is slippery.
You know, let me get more.
Danica Patrick must have dragged her vagina over it or something. I think. Oh, Dylan. I think option tires at a road course. I would like to see that, but they've actually got the tire ride at road courses because Coda was fucking great. Coda
Yeah,
was a
it
great
was.
race.
I mean, I love road courses.
4-car battle at Coda at the end for the win.
That's
Yeah.
spot on. That's what we want. And I don't see how a softer tire helps road courses. That just sounds like a lot of wrecking to me. I don't think.
I think they got it right, but I'd like to see one race where they have an option tire just to see.
That just sounds like wrestling to happen.
Although at Watkins Glen it'd be kind of fucked because ideally at Watkins Glen you're only going to want to pit 3 times, and you could be well 2 out of my 3 stops I'm gonna put softs on. So
I just feel like that's just gonna lead to rounds. But I could be wrong.
So I guess Larson and those guys were a lap down, but because all the lead lap cars pitted, they waved back around. But it still sucks because you're going to restart at the very fucking back. So everybody that pitted there pretty much got burned except for Logano and Kyle Busch and Elliott.
Yeah, so that caution fucked a lot.
Bell goes from 24th to 10th. Just what everybody wants to hear if you're racing against him.
That caution literally.
And Cindric's going to be the leader. According to the leaderboard. I don't know if they've got it right or not yet, but it says Cindrix is the leader.
That caution flipped the first stage.
So far, the only effect Joe Gibbs Racing has had on this race is a fucked up caution that flipped the whole field. And got Hocevar up to 11th. And Allmendinger in the top 10.
We'll see if Hocevar keeps it.
He's really good at keeping it. He's also really good at pissing people off and making it hard to keep it because guys start racing him harder.
I wonder if people have calmed down with Ross from 2 weeks
Oh, late in that race, I was like, damn, Ross went from like 8th to 15th. Chase must have got him. No, Ross saw Chase coming and apparently pulled off the track and just stopped and let Chase go by. And I was like, you know what? Do the mental math. I can finish between 10th and 15th or fight this guy and get wrecked and finish 25th or worse. So I'll just go ahead and let him go. Chase finished, what, 3rd or 4th
Oh shit.
at Coda? Yeah, you
Came
missed.
all the way
Right
back.
when you left, it was like, damn, dude, Chase is. He was obviously so far back he couldn't catch Bell and Kyle Busch, but he got to the top 5.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was crazy. He went from like 30th to top 5 under green on a road course.
Yeah, on YouTube, I'm subscribed to NASCAR's YouTube channel, so when I got home, I looked to see like what the finish was going to be.
Work on the right side split there a little bit to help with that tight condition.
Frank Caliendo doing his John Gruden impression. I'm going to order some Papa Giannis. I can't do the face like he can.
It's close though. It's close. It's close.
I like when he's doing Gruden to Gruden. Show me Tarantula 2 Xbox 460 beryllium phosphate. You know what this play is, man. And John Gruden goes, that play does not exist. And then he goes, no, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about.
That's one thing I noticed. Gruden's not really down for you like fucking with play.
Yeah.
You don't really care. What the fuck is Noah Gragson doing 12?
Denny Hamlin sped on pit road.
Fucking hell.
Yahoo!
Fucking hell, dude. Jesus. Okay, well, we found the first lost car of the day. Noah Gragson in 12th for no reason other than Chase Briscoe being an asshole. What the hell's up with Kyle?
Too fast. That's what. Hold on, Kyle's bitching about it.
You didn't bet on him.
Kyle was bitching about something that might have caused him to speed.
I'm so glad you didn't bet on him.
Yeah, I thought I was doing him a favor. I muted the fucking broadcast so I could hear if he was going to say anything else.
Now he's probably just gonna sit there in quiet anger.
Trying to decide what fucking pizza to get. You want to do the $90 crowd pleaser? They got a $90 meal at fucking Papa John's.
What the fuck? Are those pizzas laced in gold? God. Holy fuck. Oh yeah. Beyond crazy.
Green. A lot of guys got hosed by that caution and then hosed on pit road.
Yep. The domino effect of that caution has completely just changed the dynamic of this race.
Happy Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, by the way. It's 316.
Yep.
Ain't it 316? Well, at least I get to watch Kyle's onboard as he fucking passes 20 cars.
I'm sure Kyle is gonna passive aggressive.
Look at Bowman go.
Go Bowman. For the first fucking shit.
Is this really the third time in the first 5 races Cindric has a shot to win?
Probably not, but we'll pretend.
Or is it circumstances that he's still up here? We know he qualified well.
We'll pretend that he does.
That 3 wide. Barry for the second week in a row is top 10. Joey almost hooked himself on Reddick.
Ooh, well, he would have hooked himself and then would have just took out.
And now we're 3 wide for the lead. Bubba's going 3 wide for the lead.
Oh,
Oh, Cindric got loose there, buddy.
Don't do it.
Cut back to the fucking lead, assholes. Bowman was turning sideways to try to get back underneath Cindric there.
He was Tokyo drifting.
I'm not surprised Bubba's good here. 2311 has excelled at two very specific tracks, Las Vegas and Kansas.
Yeah, it's like I said all last year. What's gonna fuck him today?
Mile and a halfs are their strength, Bubba and Reddick.
Yeah.
And I would say Riley Hurts, but he's a rookie, so he ain't going to count.
Bubba on that apron. I'm liking the race for a second there.
Yeah.
Liking it's good. Yeah.
He better clear up in front of Chase or he's going to lose that spot, too.
All right. Over cleared.
Damn it. Kyle Busch just blew by Ty Gibbs. That was for 30th. Not even exaggerating. That was literally for 30th.
I mean, I'm not surprised Kyle Blue and Gibbs has been.
Don't let a Penske car get the lead.
Well, it is Cindric.
Don't let Cindric or Joey lead this race.
Cindric has interesting things happen to him.
He's good. He's fast. He's the kind of guy the last year or two, though, that's like one good race every 12 to 15 races. This year he's been really good for 3 out of 5, so. He should have been on the winning streak, not Bell. Cindric should have won Daytona and Atlanta back-to-back. And I would have got money 2 weeks in a row.
I just feel like you're so far this year.
I'd like to thank Kyle Larson for wiping out Cindric at Atlanta. And then Cole Custer for doing it at Daytona. With an assist from his spotter who thought he was William Byron's car and was spotting the wrong car.
Fucking hell, man. Come on.
2 weeks in a row, Josh Berry's legitimately good. Harvick took a shot at Stuart Haas last week. He's like, well, Josh Berry ended up in an unfortunate situation going to Stuart Haas racing, but now his career can get on track. Harvick's very bitter about how Stuart Haas racing ended, and I don't blame him, even though he wasn't there anymore.
I just don't see why he has to be bitter about it when he ain't there no more.
He's very bitter with Tony Stewart because he feels like Tony Stewart abandoned the team because Tony was just never around anymore. And I'm like, I kind of agree with you.
I agree with him, but he left, so, you know,
Because Harvick made some comment about how can you get better when your fucking team owner won't even show up and help you get better.
I agree with that. But
Tony Stewart tries to do too much. He's a fucking sprint car driver. Now he's a goddamn drag racer. Now his wife's had a kid and he's trying to own the team. And Tony flat out admitted he got very bitter about NASCAR and didn't care about it anymore. He did say recently, he says, don't get me wrong, I still watch every week. I love the racing. I love everything about it. I hate the fucking direction that the powers that be have taken it. And I'm like, you're spot on. They really pissed him off a few years ago when they gave Chase Briscoe a penalty in the playoffs because they said Cole Custer gave him a spot at the road course at Charlotte on purpose. And they penalized him big time. And Tony was like, I think Tony wrote on Twitter, looking for new hobbies on Sunday. Anything that doesn't involve going around in circles. And then when Harvick left, that's what killed Stuart Haas Racing, was when Harvick decided he was done. That killed Stuart Haas. But hell, Harvick wanted to retire. It's been fucking 20 plus years. He earned the right to retire. Chelsea! Chelsea Green!
that just seems completely out of why the fuck is Chelsea Green at a NASCAR race?
WWE and NASCAR do a lot of shit together now.
Yeah, it's weird seeing Chelsea Green at a NASCAR race, though. She doesn't seem like she would even give a fuck about racing. Weird.
She's gonna want one to be cheese only. So yes, we'll do that. And then the one we're gonna devour is gonna be all pepperoni. Is that cool? And we'll get some of her cheese because she'll only eat like 2 pieces. So we're gonna be living large here in a little while. Pepperoni. Extra pepperoni.
I'm okay with whatever you want to get.
Uh,
Fuck is ooh. That looks good.
extra cheese. 2 pizzas for a total of 21 bucks is a pretty fucking good deal. So
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'll take 20. Why would I tip on a carryout?
Yeah.
Do I look like a maroon? Somebody grew up watching Bugs Bunny. Too bad you. Did you ever watch the Angry Video Game Nerd?
I've heard of it, but I ain't watched
He
it.
did his fucking review of a Bugs Bunny Nintendo game that was fucking terrible, and he's got a guy in a Bugs Bunny outfit. Yeah, ain't I a fucking stinker, motherfucker? Oh my god, it's Bugs
I've never
Bunny.
heard of a Bugs Bunny Nintendo game. What the fuck?
Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle.
I just want to look at it.
And then he finds out there's Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle Part 2. And then Part 3, and he's like, God damn it, I can't stop playing these shitty Bugs Bunny games.
Oh my god.
Dude, Derek. Yeah, I got you crystal clear everywhere. The only section he was fast in was the one he was too tense at Lee Sugar and everywhere else. Yeah, I don't get it. It's all good, man. That's a fight.
Dylan, you must have seen that meme the other day. It says when a group that orders pizza and the poor friend says, get wings too. And you're all like,
I have seen that meme though.
I wish,
Absolutely have.
trust me, if I could get like 50 wings, I would do that. Fuck the pizza, I'd get 50 fucking wings.
But then what flavor wings?
I'm just a mild guy, mild with well done wings.
No, I mean like you could get like teriyaki,
Oh, yeah.
barbecue.
I like barbecue wings. I like boneless. Those are the only
Yeah,
wings I'll
me
eat.
too.
Boneless barbecue wings are good. Glorified chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce on them, but
Hey, still banging.
something about it. I need me a Buffalo Wild Wings here in Rutherford County.
Wouldn't that be the greatest?
Every time we go to a race, I'm like, Dylan, we're always near Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Or at the bare minimum wing stop.
You go to a race with us, you'll be going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm always pushing for Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey, I'm all about some wings now.
And there's always one near the racetracks. Always. Yeah.
I wonder if that's like an East Coast thing, or if it's like in every track.
Joe Logano just got passed by a calling car. Joey is a fraud. He's only good when he's out front.
Oh, that means he's the imposter. Everybody vote him and throw him.
Joey's an imposter today. He's only good when he's got clean air.
Yep.
He started on the front row and took off, and now his teammate's up there and he's took off.
Yeah, tell Dylan we're voting to throw Logano out the airlock.
I've been playing First Class Trouble on PS5. That's kind of an Among Us type game. Yeah. We play it with friends. It's really funny to try to lie to your friends and be as convincing as possible.
Yeah, because the last time I was here, I started a Arkham City I'm almost done with like the main story.
Yeah.
I'm on the part where you fight Clayface Joker in like
the the steel mill where the fucking trains come through.
yeah.
The first time you ever play that game is the hardest shit in your life.
I actually beat it a lot easier then than I am now.
Yeah. That is the first time I played. I'm like, God fucking damn! But I hadn't quite mastered all the moves yet. And then one day I was just like, it clicked, and I'm like, I'm the best Batman player I know.
Just completely rusty. But I am glad though because I can still beat Mr. Freeze on my own.
I play New Game Plus. Have you ever done New Game Plus?
Oh God.
You
No.
got to do New Game Plus.
I know.
You got to do New Game Plus. That's the only way I like to play the Arkham games now. And I love Arkham Shadow. They let you restart New Game Plus as many times as you want, and you get to keep playing with your gold-plated bat suit every time. So, although Origins, you can technically restart New Game Plus, just play I Am the Night mode over and over. But there's the problem: if you die, you gotta restart the whole fucking game. But yeah, New Game Plus. I love New Game Plus. Especially in Arkham Knight because you're so goddamn overpowered in Arkham Knight by the time you play New Game Plus, like, this ain't nothing. If you remember when Arkham Knight came out, me and you sat here and I played a lot of it, and I was like, I'll probably try New Game Plus way later. Within 2 days, like, by the way, I beat New Game Plus. Arkham Knight New Game Plus, I hate to say it, is kind of lazy because it's literally the same thing, same exact game, just no counter icons, and yes, you take more damage. But in all the other Arkham games that have New Game Plus, they change everything, like enemy layouts, variations. I think Arkham Shadow and Arkham Origins do it the best because they go extreme with it.
Oh, Origins is just
City changes every encounter as well, but Origins and Shadow go fucking ham with some New Game Plus. It's a completely different game entirely, you feel like, because you're playing the same storyline, same missions, but there's like snipers everywhere and jammer packs everywhere. And the first combat encounters in the game, they've already got shields and stun sticks and all kinds of shit. At least there's no medics in Arkham Shadow. Thank you, Arkham Knight, for the fucking annoying medics. I appreciate the medics because, ooh, that's a new twist to make things harder. But when you're playing, you're like, God damn medics. Because when you get into a Predator room in Arkham Knight, you look around. Where's the medic? I got to get him first. Or do something to him that fucks with him so he can't help anybody up.
I'm just glad that I can beat Mr. Freeze on my own and I don't need to be like, Dale, can you come over here and beat Mr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze is a really well done font.
It is.
We're going to have a new leader soon because Bowman's going to get it. Bell just passed a Hendrick car.
Interesting. He's coming.
He's starting to figure it out. Hamlin is 35th, 1 lap down.
Jesus Christ, Ham.
Briscoe is 4 down.
God.
Although 2 of those were the tire penalty. I think they park you for 2 laps for that.
Crazy that. Oh, Hamlin got so badly fucked. It doesn't make sense. Fuck.
Kyle Busch is digging out of a hole. He's doing a pretty good job. He's up to 22nd. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't bet on him because they're not going to win. A Hendrick car or a Penske car is most likely to win this race.
And I'm just waiting on either Bubba to do something or his team.
I would say Bubba or Reddick have an outside shot. They're the only 2 Toyotas that I think are going to be a threat.
I would just say Reddick because you know Bubba's
Yeah.
going to get fucked at some point. It's going to happen.
There we go. They're about to try to lap Ty Jesus. Tylenol Gibbs. Last car in the lead lap.
Let's see if he makes it hard on him or he just rolls.
Nah, he's going to roll over. He's not that big of an asshole. He's an asshole, don't get me wrong, but he's not that big of an asshole. He's a rapidly maturing asshole, Ty Gibbs. And I think ain't nothing going to humble you more than running 30th in a Gibbs car.
Well, not only that, but also the shit that he was getting away with, he can't get away with.
Yeah. So now Hamlin's going to be stuck a lap down because now Gibbs is the free pass. That's a crazy stat. He's only ever led 9 laps on a 1.5-mile track that's not Atlanta until today. Hey, buddy.
Ozzy. Hey, Ozzy. remember me, Aussie.
What, Bubba? I'm tempted to try that infinite stealth challenge on Shadow again. I like how for those you have to think, when am I going to invest the time? Because I'm going to have to be standing here for an hour and a half if I really want to get a good score. They're mean on that damn infinite stealth challenge. The AI is different, and you only get one smoke pellet, period. Like, usually, in the main game, your smoke pellet will recharge after a while, like it does in the other Arkham games. You get one smoke pellet in the infinite stealth challenge. Brutal. So you better fucking hold on to it, because you will probably need it at some point. Oh, and the enemies, like I said, they're more hyper aware. Once they figure out where you are, he's over there, he's over there, he's over there, he's over there, and they'll keep following you. It's like you can't fucking shake them. I found like one spot on that map where I can shake them. I like pull this air vent off the wall and go into where fucking Rat King trophy is in the main story and hide there for a minute, and they go away. But it takes like a minute and a half. Because they'll all come over and go at the wall with their guns, and you're like, there is an explosive gel wall there, so I'll stand behind it and flick a batarang at it and get them all riled up, and they'll all come in and I'll explosive gel it and take out like 5 dudes. Another annoying thing they will do that I do like, when you throw a sonic batarang to where there's an explosive gel trap, 3 enemies will go to it, but only one of them will go. The others will like stand back, so you can't get 3 guys at once with a fucking sonic batarang explosive gel trap. Yeah. They patched it and on the first couple of patches on Arkham Shadow, it didn't work right, but now they patched it and it works pretty well. Always get in the other games. They don't have Sonic Shock in Shadow, but in the other games, the Sonic Shock batarang is a free takedown. So abuse it. By the end of City, you've got freeze grenades, the disruptor, and a Sonic Shock batarang. You can handle anything. And a smoke pellet.
And when I do a Predator map, I usually just have fun. I throw my Sonic Shock, use that.
Do you like to do the grapnel boost takedown?
No, I don't.
I like when you go into the subway to get the penguin signal jammer thing. If you go in the room first, there'll be a guy walking across the walkway, shoot up, fucking grapnel boost takedown. Yes, it's loud, it tells everybody where you are, but it's still cool.
Oh, I love to do the loud takedowns.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. My favorite is the Scorpion Death Drop.
Yes. Pop out of the floor grate and fucking DDT somebody.
Oh, yeah, that's another good one. And then I love, I think it's Catwoman does a poisoner on her. I love that one too.
Cindric is the stage 1 winner. Just stop it with the stupid pictures. He looks like Norman Bates. Cindric's fucking cartoon picture looks like Norman Bates.
I don't know why Fox is doing that, because the NFL also has that comic book shit.
Apparently, somebody really, really high up at Fox insists upon it, even though everybody hates it. Because everybody hates it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
The IndyCar just came to Fox, and the IndyCar people were going, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Right, welcome to our world."
The only good thing about it is that it makes DK Metcalf look like Black Superman.
It gives Kyle Busch an 8-pack,
Yeah, I know, right?
and I know that is not Kyle Busch's body.
No, he has a bigger double chin than me.
Yeah. How do you have no chin but have a double chin?
I don't know.
Kyle pulls it off.
Yeah, he does.
At what point do I bail on Kyle Busch and switch cameras? Let's see where everybody comes off pit road, and then we'll decide if we're going to switch to somebody.
I know you really like him. If you want to switch to somebody, why not Bubba Wallace?
Maybe Bubba. Kyle, they're still bitching about the pit penalty that they got. Let it go. It sucks. Yeah.
23rd.
They're talking about they're going to have to adjust how he gets on pit road now.
No shit.
Because either their fucking calibration's off.
Yeah. Somebody's wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's never NASCAR.
Just accept it and move on.
It's never NASCAR. Allmendinger won the Xfinity race here last fall. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised he's running so well. I'm surprised because he drives for Colleague, and they suck on everything except road courses and super speedways.
I hate that for AJ, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, we know he's capable of winning
Yeah.
because he won the Charlotte road course for them year before last. And he won the Indianapolis road course before that. So he is capable of winning. I remember years ago, road courses were different when I was growing up because you would be like, all right, one of these five guys is probably going to win. Let's be honest, it's either going to be one of these three. It's either going to be Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, or Mark Martin. At some point, team owners or whoever was like, that's it. We're cracking down. You want to drive for me, you better get good at road courses. So now everybody's good at road courses. So guys like AJ don't stand out as much anymore because everybody's good at road courses now. All the young guys for sure. That's why Chase and Larson and Bell and Byron are so fucking and Reddick are so fucking good at it. Because they were brought in, you better get good on road courses. I remember when Chase came in, he was terrible. Can you believe how bad Chase was on road courses? And then all of a sudden he becomes like the best road racer in NASCAR history over a 4-year span. Chase getting that good on road courses still blows my mind. I remember you were here the day he won his first Cup race. He won Watkins Glen in 2018. You were here. And I remember going, I think Chase is going to win today. I was like, wow, Chase Elliott on a road course? Are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And he did. And then he proceeded to win like the next fucking 30 road races. Seems like 30, but. And then Larson got with Hendrick, and he started winning them all. Because Larson was always good at road courses, right? But he drove for Ganassi, and I think the equipment couldn't hold up to how he abuses a fucking car on a road course. Hendrick had the shit that could stand up to the punishment. Because Larson would win the pole at Sonoma in the 42 car like every year and then just fucking drop like a rock after 10 laps. Get with Hendrick, though. Different story. Oh, yeah, they're showing Sonoma right now. Go back. I wanted to see a lap at Sonoma.
When's the next road course race?
When's the next road course? I want to say Mexico City.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Look at the schedule real quick. If Mexico City gets canceled, it's Daytona road course. They've said that there's a chance Mexico might get canceled. But it'll be Daytona road course if Mexico gets canceled. But I want to say Mexico City's next. I think Mexico City is just before Sonoma.
Oh, Sonoma.
Sonoma last year was really good. I think that was the first road course last year where it's like, damn, they finally got the tire right on this motherfucker. Bristol, Talladega, Texas, Kansas, Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Nashville. Mexico City, June 15th. And then 2 weeks in a row in July. You got 2 road courses in a row in July. Chicago Streets and Sonoma. So, yeah. So it's not till June that we get another road course race, but when you do, you get like 3 in a month. So. Yuki, that was an appropriate way to describe that first stage. He said that first stage was tedious, not going to lie. I was like, yeah, it was kind of weird. Charlotte kind of showed this tendency last year at the 600. Now, that race got rained on, and then they just chose not to start it back for no fucking reason. But you can ask Dylan, we were there. I was like, damn, it's the first mile-and-a-half race, one of these cars where it's like, that guy's definitely going to win. It was like Christopher Bell or Brad Keselowski are probably going to win the race. I don't know what's changing. Oh, yeah, there's a stretch where the Xfinity Series is on a road course like a whole fucking month. Like Xfinity, because Xfinity goes to fucking Portland. So I'm pretty sure they do Mexico City, Portland, and Sonoma, like, all right together.
That just sounds like a bunch of wrecking to me.
Chase Elliott is the leader.
Hey!
And Bubba Wallace is second.
Yeah, you want to switch to Bubba?
Yeah, we'll switch to Bubba. Since he's doing so well. We go into the 23 channel. To tell you the truth, I don't care much for commercials. Remember how great it used to be when Disney Plus and all them streaming services didn't have commercials? And then they started throwing commercials on them. Here's my beef. If you want to make me watch commercials, have like a 2 minute commercial at the start of my show, but then let me watch the show.
Like a 2 minute commercial.
On fucking Disney, every fucking 15, 20 minutes, you're going to interrupt my goddamn Avengers movie with a fucking commercial. Chase Elliott, too fast on pit road. Boy, they sounded real enthusiastic about that on Bubba's radio because it gives him the lead now. I think Bubba gets the lead here. No, we go to Bowman.
Yeah, the two sections that are right before our box are like hot sections. That's part of why we had to back her down to one red to make sure we were.
Ah. So Chase sped at the same spot they got Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott, too fast on pit road. He will not be the leader. Credit to Bubba's team for going ahead and telling him beforehand to go even slower. Because they have the little lights on the dash that like match your RPMs. They said back it down one lot. It's a picture of Seth MacFarlane, and it said, Simpsons make fun of you. You respond by making a scene where Quagmire rapes Marge Simpson. And it's just a picture of Seth MacFarlane. Major crash out, bro. There was an episode of South Park where they're like, what's on TV? And they turn on and they see Family Guy. And Cartman goes, no, 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 no.
I love that in-universe stuff where they try to do that, and then they're like, "Oh my God, we can't show that."
The Simpsons have a thing where, like, I think Bart and Lisa were fighting over the remote and it's flipping channels, and then you hear in the background, Bobby, I've got propane in my urethra. And the channel changes. They flipped to King of the Hill. Bobby, I've got propane in my
Favorite from
urethra.
Family Guy is I can't remember the episode, but it's like the episode where it starts off where Stewie's like fighting a bunch of like fucking Taliban assholes.
Yeah.
And then he's like going down the street on his little, tricycle thing. And then when he comes into the garage, he fucking runs over Homer. Peter comes out and says, "Hey, Stewie, who the fuck is that?"
There's an episode of Family Guy where Hank Hill is in it, like, and it's Mike Judge doing the voice of Hank Hill. And it's like Peter walks back in the bedroom and he looks and Hank's in the bed and he goes, eh, and then he realizes Hank's dreaming and he wakes up and you see Peggy sitting next to him and he goes, God dang it, I always wake up just before if I find out they can understand the baby.
That's funny as fuck. Alright, it's 2025. Why do we have to have so many elves?
What do I think of Casey Mears running Martinsville? I have one word. Why? Because the car he's driving is so bad. That's my question. Why?
Fucking wrecked out.
No, he's gonna be the slowest car there because he's driving a car that's fucking terrible.
Or that.
So good for Casey Mears, I guess.
I mean, he's when he was back when he was full-time at Cubs. So
Yeah.
why the fuck he's doing this little victory tour?
I like how there was times early in his career he showed potential. He did show potential a little bit, but hung around way too long for somebody who did a whole lot of fucking nothing.
I never understood why he was under.
Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson liked him, and they wanted Kyle Busch gone because they didn't like Kyle Busch.
Can't blame him for that.
Imagine picking Casey Mears over Kyle Busch.
That means Kyle
Rick.
Busch had to be a
He had to be a massive fucking twat. We all know he was.
and he was, yeah.
Still is in some ways, but I imagine back then he just had to be a miserable fucking prick.
Like worse than what we've seen in the garage. Like he just had to be terrible.
Oh, God, because Jimmy and Jeff didn't like him at all. But they liked Dale Jr. and Casey Mears, so...
Gee, I wonder why they like Junior. Why they made him come over. I still maintain Junior should have joined.
I think
Always maintain it.
he couldn't stay at DEI.
I know that. It's just I know there was nowhere else for him to go, but
Well, he could have went anywhere he wanted.
oh, okay.
He could have went to RCR, Gibbs, or Hendrick, or anywhere else. He had offers from everybody. He picked Hendrick out of the bunch.
I know
At the time, that wouldn't have been bad because they were really good at the time.
I know he wouldn't have wanted to, but I think that's what he should have done.
It's just Hendrick, though, you couldn't say no. Casey Kane made the same mistake. Because, oh, hell yeah, Hendrick, fuck.
and it ruined.
I mean, hell, Joe Nemechek did the same thing back in the day. Let me go to Hendrick. Didn't work out. It's not the foolproof thing you think it is, necessarily. Day two.
Oh, Josh Berry.
Yee.
Josh Berry, Jesus Christ.
Oh, the 3 wide stresses me out every time.
Yeah, I hate three. Oh, my God. There's like three.
It's the same guys that do it. It's always Suarez or Reddick or Hosevar or somebody.
Really big. Get
Woo!
out of there, man.
That
Oh,
block.
oh, oh.
Bill just threw a mean fucking block on Allmendinger there.
Yeah,
Reddick's the only guy running the 4th lane. And look out, Larson's here. Ooh, we're gonna get a repeat of when fucking Bubba crashed out a couple years ago on Larson here.
I know, right?
Ended up getting suspended for it.
That was at, wasn't that
Vegas.
Vegas.
Playoff race at Vegas.
playoff race? Because I know I was here from.
48's waving like he's pitting. He had his hand out the window. Yeah, he's pitting. Oh!
Oh, my God.
He waved. He waved. You can't blame him. He waved.
That was almost a big one. Holy shit.
He waved. He must have felt a loose wheel or something coming on.
Probably something Josh Berry did at the start of,
I'm going to say loose wheel.
either that or something Josh Berry did.
You're very lucky if you catch a loose wheel on one of these, considering you only got one lug nut.
Yeah.
Bubba held off Larson. Leave it to me to fuck up and wear a white shirt today. Because I didn't know I was going to get pizza.
When that happens, a lot of times the spotters up on the roof can't communicate with each other, and it's a surprise for all the cars behind him because a lot of times the driver is making that call and just makes it suddenly because he doesn't want to
Piece of trash or something.
on the blow card or whatever's happened at that particular time.
Morgan Freeman had Bubba Wallace's hat on today.
Surprised that shit didn't just immediately drape across Bubba's grill and run the engine hot and blow it up.
Yeah.
Very lucky there. That's like that time Junior was leading at Kentucky and we saw a tire carcass come off Carl Edwards and right as the lead lap cars come by, it rolls right in front of Junior's car. And I was like, God damn it. It was like perfect, dude. It was going to roll across the biscuit. That right on Junior's fucking nose.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Fucking mute, bitch. Christopher Bell fourth. So I've got a theory. and I hate to bring this up because it's a pain in the ass. Making soft tires for tracks this big and this fast is hard. Now that we got the other tires sorted out, they need to work on these. The 1.5 mile tires need to change too. That's harder to do because it's faster, I know, but aspects of this race and the 600 last year make me think, yeah, I need to change the tires here too. It's not bad, but it can be better. Grief. I ain't never seen a Papa John's pizza be this mushy. CM Punk posted a video on Instagram with a dog filter talking shit to CM Roman Reigns. He's making fun of the big dog. Oh, speaking of multi-man matches, I think I told you in the showcase mode, they shoved a Tamina showcase match. Because she's part of the bloodline. So, you gotta play the Money in the Bank ladder match from fucking 2018 or whatever.
No, the fuck she's not.
5-person ladder match with objectives.
Oh my god.
Timed objectives.
Oh.
Keep Natalia out of the ring for the next 30 seconds and damage her this much. You've got 30 seconds. And then inevitably Charlotte or Becky comes over and grabs her and throws her in the ring or knocks you down and you can't fucking do anything. Oh, challenge failed. Looks like you don't unlock anything. The same jackoff that created my faction probably came up with that bullshit.
Probably.
I don't mind the objectives in the showcase mode. But this year it's like, no, you've got the next 30 seconds to do this. If you don't get it, you don't get the unlockables even if you win this match.
Yeah, like, I don't care about objectives, but don't...
The
don't
timed
do anything
objectives are a terrible
stupid
fucking
like
idea.
that.
We're going to have a lead change right here.
Run off of turn 4 and
There you have it.
been able to see Kyle get that lead. He just has he's able to get his car a little more arced into the corners. He's able to pull it down to the bottom, stay in the middle. It's just continuing to run. And we know Bubba
Larson takes the lead and bails up to third.
with some of these cars.
There is no God.
Car is lights out right now.
Yeah, he's the only car. See it 30-20, 30-40, 30-30, 30-30 behind him.
Well, speaking of behind him, you got Bubba Wallace in second, but look at third place, Christopher Bell, and here is Joey Logano battling William Byron. This is for fourth.
Joey's car's better this run.
There too. Took him time. This is all just a product of that green flag stop that had a caution in the middle that really shook his field up.
Yeah, we talked about Logano's car earlier in the race as we ride on board the Hunter's Pizza camera. It didn't really go through traffic. Yeah, and you see him run the bottom of the racetrack and talking about the racetrack up top being clean and being able to utilize that when you get in traffic. But they've obviously made Joey Logano's car better. It doesn't seem to be as falling off as much in traffic as it did before.
And he moved up that lap in 3 and 4 and tried it. Didn't get all the way to the top. I don't think he's comfortable there. But that spotter, that intel, the communication that he relayed to him in that driver's seat, that's quality intel.
Back at 17th, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse, both been in the top 20 much of the day, and now here again, fifth place.
I'm about to eat a piece of cheese because this pepperoni
We've
is
seen these
fucking
cars battle pretty much the whole race today. Josh Berry and Joey Logano,
I don't think it's cooked all the way.
Each other since Logano lost the lead. So
Lazy
seems like
bastards.
they go back and forth between good run, bad run.
So I will switch to cheese from now, from this point on today.
The Penske stablemate Cindric is right behind them, and the other Penske car, Blaney, is now in the free pass position 31st. Fifth place, Barry will take it for now.
Speaking of
Christopher Bell's second.
Where'd he come from? Christopher.
Back straightaway, car.
Uh-oh.
And sliding down the backstretch.
Show us.
Shane Vengesbergen spun out. Keep it rolling. Don't get stuck on them flat tires.
Got a tire down both
He's
sides.
still going. He's still going.
Just keep it rolling.
Losing shit everywhere, but he's still going.
Hey, I want to go back to Bell real quick. I almost missed out. Maybe
Hell, it's making me cough like that.
times down. Mr. 4 in a row, can he make it happen?
Position now. And this caution flag.
God damn it.
For Ryan Blaney. He will be the free pass car. Coming off turn 2.
3 wide.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that pepperoni I just ate from Papa John's was dog shit.
Had cars on both sides of him. Just lost the air on his car and got up from underneath him and spun out. Did a good job of keeping it down and out of the hole.
And being in the middle like that, when those cars are staggered and in a way that
Too much sauce, wasn't cooked.
having the air hit the
It did have a lot of sauce.
the things that the car will do just suddenly when you're not in a clean air position can catch you off guard, and it'll be around before you even know what happened, as it was there.
Third caution of the day. Kyle Larson leading for the first time today. He's led the last 9 laps. Bell right behind him. There's the Ford Performance Cam on board Brian Blaney along with the front bumper camera. And that view of the driver. Now he will get back on the lead lap. He took a wave around earlier because he exited the pits 2 laps down after having trouble on the left front on his first run of the day. Drove up past 16 on his last run and up past 20 on his first. Here's the Kubota cam for Ross Chastain today. Currently 10th. And pit road is open.
Who's gonna speed this time?
Peels off in front of Regan.
Things going just the way that crew chief Adam Stevens wanted with that 20 car. The track position now having a chance to adjust on it. Snug early in the corner, then just a little bit free after. A great last change for them though. And the 5 car of Kyle Larson continues to be good. Just a little bit free landing, but comfortable. Jamie.
And Bubba Wallace going in the right direction for him. He came on the radio and said we just need a half number, slight adjustment for longevity, and we will be good. The 22, Joey Logano took extra time on that right rear. Neutral balance at this point. Needs more grip overall. They'll do that with a little more air pressure, Mike.
When Kyle Larson got into
What the hell happened to Christopher Bell on pit road?
right in the middle of pit road. And here's how they came off with Bubba
shit.
Wallace front.
Did his team
Second,
fucking...
Larson.
I think he missed his pit box or something. I could have swore I saw Bell pull into the 19 pit box. Why'd they overload these with so much sauce today? I watch this dude on YouTube named Bash. He's playing Arkham Origins, and he goes, I just would like to point out this man's name is Loose Lips.
Loose lips LeBlanc.
Loose Lips.
Yep. I think the exact same thing every time I see his name come up.
Then the fucking snitch is working for Falcone and Shadow. He went from Penguin to Falcone.
Of course.
Just a little reminder here when we fire off, low pressure is just use the apron wisely. Only use it if you absolutely have to for the first 2 laps.
I'm already starting to daydream about the possibility of Bubba winning. A dark day for White America. CM Punk pissed me off in the Elimination Chamber match, so I made a one-on-one match with him, no holds barred, with RVD, and I'm dominating the match, and Punk goes to get a trash can, and I smack him with a kendo stick, and when I go to smack him again, he drops, holds me, and I hit my head on the trash can. I was like, that's amazing.
Christopher Bell came out of his pit, was going down pit road, and well, Larry, we're going to let you unpack this.
Did the wheel fall off?
Well, let's take a listen to the radio, and that's going to tell a big part of the story.
Oh, so he stopped in Briscoe's stall to let everybody go by so he could back up. That's actually a pretty heads-up move.
That is heads up racing.
Thank you, Clint.
So he stops in his teammate, the 19's pit box further down pit road.
And the 19 team tightened his tires up. Wow.
Because that's a teammate.
Yeah.
It could be a penalty, but it could have been much worse.
Well, we know what happened to Kyle Larson a couple of weeks ago when he lost a tire wheel on pit road. We also know what happened to Chase Briscoe, his teammate, earlier. 2-lap penalty and maybe losing.
I'm curious as to how Bubba beats Byron out. They look like they were really close.
Hitting out of the box because they tightened that lug outside of his pit box. But what heads up by Adam Stevens? My God.
Great call. And now here's Bubba Wallace taking the lead as he pulls out.
He cheating.
Races down pit road with William Byron.
Bubba's winning, so he must be cheating.
The 23 car. You guys have been on fire today. That lead back. We want it.
Meanwhile, Austin Cindric pitting twice. Thought he had a loose
Well, Sanders' race is probably fucked.
second time around.
He's back there in Ty Dillon territory. Why the fuck is Bowman back there? Oh, yeah, he pitted, remember? Surprised he's still back there. No penalty on the 20 because a tire didn't fall off. But he's lost all his track position because he had to make 2 pit stops on one go. Oh, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch in the wall. Tire came off.
And that tire is so fucked. It's amazing.
Tire come on. That's a lot of loose wheels today.
Damn.
The race on pit road has been far more compelling than the race on track. There it goes.
And this is why I'm going to continue screaming about let's go back to 4 lug nut wheels. Because this will be eliminated if we do. Or at least largely eliminated.
Yep. I guess
I'm sure Kyle is close to losing it on his team right now.
he's probably pretty apathetic. I bet the speeding penalty took all his energy today.
Oh, I know. It's just when shit like this happens, it's over. Like
That pizza the Bret Hart scored 4 out of 10. Very good.
Alternator back on if it's not.
Most importantly, no sauce on the CM Punk shirt.
absolutely.
Stack these. You done with these pizzas?
Yeah, that one's in. All of that.
Almost did what SpongeBob did when he ate Gary's food. You only like me for my shorts.
Staying out. Staying out.
I thought what we had was special.
Squidward tortellini.
Will I ever win?
Oh no, he's hot. That's my favorite out of context SpongeBob line. So you saw Heyman helping CM Punk on Monday, and then Roman gets pissed off and jumps, but as soon as he does it, Heyman goes. He looks heartbroken, but he goes. My favorite though is when he was with Solo last year, and they all race there was, and Heyman's like, and they look at Jacob Fatu looks at him, and Heyman goes. Just the look on his
Heyman is
face.
so good.
The night they put him to the table, remember how shitty he looked?
Yeah.
He said on Logan Paul's podcast, he said, I didn't sleep for 36 hours. I didn't shave. I ate bad food for several days because I wanted to look and feel like I was supposed to. So his eyes are all fucking sunken in and bloodshot. Yeah, he went that far to make that work.
Damn.
So then when he comes back with Punk in November, he had the fucking red and black suit on and his hair is fucking perfect. So, yeah. Fucking genius. Dylan just said he no bullshit had SpongeBob on in the background when we started cracking SpongeBob joke. He's watching the race with SpongeBob on in the background.
That's awesome.
No, we didn't. Well, we had a lot to unpack there, didn't we?
There was a lot to unpack. And I think passionate about what we do.
It's okay.
We want to get it right. We want to get to there.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah, like I had a sip of one from earlier.
made some pretty strong opinions about it. So it's been a very interesting start to this race with all the mistakes, just one after another on pit road. Or
At least Kyle didn't take anybody else out.
that's where a lot of these races have been won and lost.
I ain't even pulling. I'm just holding your tail. You acting like I'm holding you hostage.
That you're right on the edge of mistake all the time.
Meow.
All right, we are under and we will update here in a minute. 116 laps complete in Las Vegas.
My favorite line on that song is late night, come home, work sucks. I know. Somebody made a meme a few years ago when Vince was still running WWE. Late night, come home, Raw sucks. I know. Now SmackDown sucks. Mostly. It caught 3 hours. Why? It would be fine if it was 2. That extra hour fucking blow. Raw, ever since it went to Netflix, has been pretty good to watch. SmackDown immediately got the fucking redheaded stepchild treatment. But they're pushing all the right people. Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, Jacob Fatu, Cody's the guy. Like, they're not doing anything wrong, per se. It's just like, damn, this doesn't need to be 3 hours. Why did we fire Isla Dawn but keep Alba Fire when Isla Dawn was clearly better?
You are asking the entirely wrong person because they were a good tag team.
Why did we have the final... Okay, here's the thing. I don't mind when the Final Testament beat the White Six. That's good for Karrion Kross. They're making me like Karrion Kross again because they're actually doing shit with him. Why did they beat the White Six and then we just fired the entire group except for Kross and Scarlett?
Good question.
I do like what Kross is doing. They're doing a really clever thing with him. And he wins when he wrestles.
Yeah, it's amazing.
My God. My favorite thing I picked up on, and somebody pointed out, or I would have never noticed, whoever he's trying to corrupt, he dresses like him. When he was talking to Sami Zayn, he had his hair tied up like Sami. And then the other night, he's talking to AJ. Him and AJ look like twins. I realized he straightened his hair to look like AJ's. So whoever he's trying to fuck with, he tries to look like and be similar to. The fucking shit he's done on social media is hilarious. Like when The Miz got kidnapped by the White Six, he does like a video where he's at home on his computer, and Scarlett comes up and goes, "They got him," and he goes, and he's like, "When did they get him?" And she's like, "We got to go help him." She's trying to talk him into helping The Miz, and he's just like, Liv Morgan killed me on SmackDown Friday. The shit she was talking to Jade Cargill because Jade's trying to do a pre-tape interview and they have it where like Liv interrupts her earlier in the day and Liv is like yelling at her because like people have been blaming me for you getting attacked, blah 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 blah. And Jade's like, well, how about I see your ass in the ring next week? And Liv goes, okay, fine, I'll see you next week. How about you don't get thrown into any more cars between now and then? That fucking laugh she does. Nails on a chalkboard, and she does that shit on purpose because her actual voice, she has a beautiful talking voice when Liv just talks. But when she's like, ha ha ha, ha, she sounds like the dude on SpongeBob. Ha, the surfer guy. Yes. When she hit fucking Jade with, how about you don't get pushed on any more cars between now and then? Ha! I lost it. She's fucking fantastic. I heard some bad shit about Jade.
Oh yeah.
You heard about her and Shayna Baszler?
Yep.
Shayna Baszler would break that bitch in half.
Jade is a fucking cunt.
And I like Jade,
I don't.
but Shayna Baszler would break her ass in half. And if you're Jade looks the part and can talk, you know you suck as a wrestler.
Garbage.
Be fucking humble and understand that these women working with you are really making you look good.
And you think she would be humble because she just came off of a long layoff trying to make it in Hollywood. It didn't fucking work.
I'm starting to think they sent her ass home because like you need to go home for a little bit. We'll
I think it
just
was a combination of both. Because she got sent home. And now she's
somebody said that one of the lines in the argument, Jade said that Shayna was trying to shoot on her and get over on her, and Shayna said, "Oh, if I was shooting on you, you'd know it." And I'm like, "You would.
It's just Shayna is that damn good.
If I was shooting on you, you'd know it." Motherfucker. Oh, that's a great fucking line there. Big fucking blot back there. Holy shit. Everybody, somebody always jumps out and does the 3 wide thing. It's great.
I don't know why they do it at the start. It always happens every single race at the start of like.
Ooh, what a block.
Fuck.
Damn it. Bubba would have passed probably all 3 of them if not for that.
Three wide.
Look at Chase.
Three wide.
Chase is already almost back to the top 10 after his penalty. He's unbelievable at that.
Yeah, he's working overtime.
Overtime! So this is the thanks I get for working overtime.
Oh my god.
That was Busher blocking Hosevar to the grass like an asshole because nobody likes Hosevar.
Oh god, Ross is in the top 10.
Look out.
Fucking hold your fenders down, people.
Barry and Hosevar this year, big steps forward. Yeah, put Shayna in a feud with Jade. That'd be like the fucking William Regal Goldberg match that's so fucking infamous.
Yeah, that is the last fucking thing that Jade would ever want.
Jade needs to just work with very specific people for a little while.
She's not going to because of the run she had in AEW. She thinks she's like the greatest thing in fucking pro wrestling right now.
She'll probably do well with Liv on SmackDown this week.
I don't know if Liv will be able to.
I'm convinced Liv can carry anybody. After the last 6 or 7 months of her work,
Not with Jade Cargill. Cargill's too big and she's too fucking terrible. I don't think. I'm not saying they'll botch. I'm just saying I don't know.
Liv's been over for like a couple of years now, but I really didn't start to get her until like middle of last year. Like I personally didn't connect or get her until middle of last year. And then after she lost the women's belt, it was like she was like, okay, She probably did the thing where she's like, I understand Rhea's champion, right? Like, that's cool, but I'm going to show you why you should have kept that shit on me. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it hasn't really worked. Because now she's running around and tag team with Rick Wall. Rick Wall needs to fucking turn on her already. Fuck.
I like them together.
They're okay, but Rick Wall is better on her own.
I also like that Raquel dresses like a member of Suicidal Tendencies because she's in the Judgment Day. She wears the fucking bandana and shit. Well, that's so cool.
It's fine. It's just, I just think it's unnecessary to have Liv like running around in a dudes with attitude type thing when there's no real reason for it anymore. I mean, she has Dom. Like, what the fuck?
My favorite Dom moment was last year, and I can't remember. I think Cornette pointed it out. He said he did something that was so Eddie Guerrero-esque, and it was in a promo when Liv and Tiffany are going back and forth, and then Tiffany says something about, maybe when I take your title, I'll take him too.
Yeah.
And you see Dom, Liv's not looking at Dom, and Dom goes,
Yeah.
and then he realizes Liv's looking at him, and he goes,
Yeah, he looked
that was so Eddie Guerrero, dude. He's like, no.
Oh, no.
Vegas Bergen's got another flat. I guarantee you that's because the fucking car is
Yeah.
down on the right front from the damage earlier.
So that means SVG is probably going to be like a million laps.
Yeah. His sanctuary's coming in June and July. Sonoma, Mexico, and Chicago.
Got another 3 months.
He just got to get to those races.
Oh, God. It's going to be so hard for him to hang on.
This might be a repeat of last year. Reddick finished second to Larson here last year. He caught him on the last lap and couldn't pass him here. And Reddick's coming. Suarez always does well here. He's very inconsistent most places, but Suarez is usually good here.
Something to happen to him like something's going to happen to Bubba.
Trackhouse is good at Las Vegas.
They are, but they're fucking cursed.
Yeah.
Why are we watching 27?
I don't think that was a tire. I think that was specifically Van Gisbergen's car being down on the right front.
Yeah, from the damage from
Yeah. Dasani.
It's weird that Dasani's on a
That's a pretty car.
I'm not saying it's not pretty, it's just it's weird that it's on a car. It's weird.
Somebody showed Casey Kane's fucking Aquafina car from like 2015 that he raced like once. Reddick's in a 2-on-1 battle. Two Hendrick cars, two 2311 cars. Ow.
Here's a guy who hadn't had a great day, Clint. Michael McDowell was our pole sitter, and he's been nowhere to be found since the start of this race.
Got to give me one. I told you so. A year ago, I told you Tiffany Stratton's gonna be a top babyface.
She is.
I was like, damn it, dude. I had the vision. They didn't want to turn her babyface. They wanted Charlotte to be the conquering hero.
Problem is, everybody fucking hates Charlotte.
And I hate to say it, but I'm with everybody on that one. God, fuck
I haven't
off.
liked Charlotte in a long fucking time. Like, fuck off. But we all know she's probably gonna beat Tiffany. That's probably who she's gonna beat.
I figure they might do a thing where Tiffany beats her first, and then Charlotte takes it off her at like the next pay-per-view.
I figure Charlotte's gonna win it either at like the next pay-per-view or Mania, one of the two. Because for some odd reason, I don't think Hunter's gonna tell.
They really thought Charlotte was gonna get like a hero's fucking welcome.
I think it was Charlotte that thought that.
Probably.
No, Charlotte. We don't give a
I just saw that clip the other day, and it made me mad all over again. When her and Becky were supposed to swap the belts, and they both fucking pitch a fit in the middle of the ring and get mad at each other for real. And you could see poor Sonya Deville just being like, "Fucking just stop!" Like you could just see Sonya be like, "Stop."
And then they don't switch the belts, if I remember correctly.
Well, what happens is, so remember, like, they got drafted and they were both champions.
Yeah,
So we're going to have the championship swap.
Yeah.
Charlotte pitched a fit. My character wouldn't just hand her belt over. And Becky, whose character at the time, biggest face in the company at that time, Her character's kind of a badass who wouldn't do it either.
Man at that
Yeah, that was peak man Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's right.
Like peak
That's
Becky.
right. I think I remember that.
And Charlotte's like,
remember
well,
the moment.
I wouldn't just hand it over. Well, I don't want to do it first. Well, just fucking do it. And you could tell the direction was, okay, you do it first. And then she's out there and she won't fucking do it. And Sonya's like, "Give me the belt." And then you could see Becky be like, okay, fine, how about kind of same time sort of. So Becky takes her belt off and goes to hand it to Sonya and reaches for Charlotte. And, and Becky snatches her belt back from Sonya and looks at Charlotte. And they stand there for a minute. And then Sonya's like, Becky takes her by the hand, like, give me your belt. Charlotte, give me yours. And then Becky goes to reach for Charlotte, and Charlotte goes and throws it across the ring. And Sonya goes over and picks up Charlotte's belt. And Becky puts a hand on it, and Charlotte tugs back, and Becky fucking hauls off and heaves that 10-pound belt, throws it at Charlotte, and snatches her fucking belt away. And I'm like, these two grown-ass women on fucking television right now are being this fucking selfish. Mostly Charlotte. It was really Charlotte. Like, I was a little pissy with Becky. Becky pissed me off recently for a different reason, and I think she regretted it immediately. When,
Because of what she tweeted to CM Punk. And she clearly did not get what was going on.
She does, but what she didn't understand was that doesn't make Punk look bad. You're implying that these two young girls are trying to fuck their way to the top. And now people on the internet are going to be going, see, I knew it, I told you. Because all the little AW fans say, Punk fucking Roxanne Corbin, I told you. Becky knows, I told you.
Thanks, Becky.
So all that did was cause trouble for Cora, Jade, and Roxanne. Apparently Cora told her to fuck off.
Good.
And then Becky deleted it, and I'm sure there was a conversation behind the scenes. Like, I'm fucking sorry. I'm sure Becky was like, I'm stupid for doing that. I'm sorry. She was trying to do a thing with Punk and Seth, and ended up it didn't affect them. It affected the girls.
There was no reason for her to stick her nose in there.
She was poking fun at Punk and Roxanne always wearing matching wrestling gear now.
Fucking backfired.
And remember at the Royal Rumble, Punk wore pink. I was like, oh, Bret Hart, no, because Roxanne wore pink at the Rumble, so Punk wore bright fucking pink.
I thought too. I thought it was from
Yeah.
Bret Hart. I didn't.
No, it was him and Roxanne wearing the same shit. And then at Elimination Chamber, I was like, oh, yes, they're wearing fucking burgundy and black or whatever.
Yeah, and it was funny.
Yeah.
They matched, but it wasn't weird.
No, it's funny. Him and AJ have said Roxanne is their daughter.
Yeah,
Like, AJ's in on it.
and some Irish dumbass didn't pick that up. Apparently.
Edgy Becky. I call her Edgelord Becky. My favorite thing she did was when she did that with Ronda, when she would just start talking shit about Ronda. That was fucking
Now
funny.
there was a time when Becky was money on Twitter.
Yes.
There was a time.
The Ronda Rousey thing was killing me. She tore her apart.
It was just like a thing where everything Becky said on Twitter was fucking money.
And everything Ronda said backfired because Becky would turn it around and use it on her.
Well, not only that, but Ronda's not as good at talking.
No, she's not.
To portray herself.
And then Ronda's just like, I'm going to kick your fucking ass for real, you fucking cunt. And it's like,
It's like, okay, well, go ahead and do it.
we don't care. We ain't going to see it anyway.
No, and if you tried to, Triple H would have shot it.
Oh, God.
It's like, okay.
So, yeah, last 2 weeks ago was Edgelord Becky coming out. So,
And it totally backfired.
hopefully she fucks off with that shit now.
Yes, it would be nice.
Because it's one thing to say that about another woman, but Roxanne and Cora are like 20, 22. Like, they're really fucking young.
You're making it really fucking just disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, come the fuck on. Like, I'm not sure how old Cora is, but I think Roxanne's like 22.
Roxanne's older than Cora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when Roxanne was starting as Roxanne Ring of Honor, she was only like
Yeah.
18 or 19.
Yeah, she's really young.
Yep.
I chuckled when I saw what Becky posted, and then I saw her delete it and thought, oh, yeah, she probably got some shit for that one.
I didn't know she deleted it, but
Yeah.
I saw it and was like, Becky, shut the fuck up.
When she deleted it, I thought, uh-oh. And, of course, people, dude, Punk probably bit the fit and told her to delete it. I guarantee you Punk was just like, what the fuck?
Probably just looked down and was like, what the fuck? And
Seth, talk to your wife. I'm sure Punk's like, Seth, talk to your wife. Because fucking Becky and Punk are cool, and Seth and Punk are cool, even though they don't want you to think they are. We all know they are. I knew they were cool when I saw the behind-the-scenes footage of the day he came back, and Becky was all excited to see Punk and, like, happy to see him and smiling and, like, wanting to be at the curtain when he went out. So I'm like, obviously, shit's fine.
I mean, that's just something I would have never expected to be like a real life
Oh, Cora's older than Roxanne. Dylan looked it up. Cora's 24, Roxanne's 23 now. For some reason, I thought Cora was younger. But Becky was implying that Punk was banging Roxanne because they keep wearing matching outfits.
And it's like, well, why is it okay for you and Seth to do it when you two look like the biggest jackasses on the planet?
They're a great couple, though. I love when they were on Up, Up, Down, Down, and he beats AJ in 2K, and AJ pitches a fit and says, like, yeah! And him and Becky look at each other and go, ah! And Becky had this fucking weird triangle sunglasses on.
I'm just glad that Seth has toned down his stupid outfits, kind of.
I think he's starting to switch a little bit. They took the freaking off his name on the website.
I think that's because
Do you think Roman Reigns killed off freaking Rollins on Monday?
maybe, possibly,
Caution, 34. Gilliland. He's got a flat. Well, he's been in the wall. That probably caused a flat. Let me guess. He was running the top and got loose and then whipped the front end around and smacked her out front. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly what he did. Ooh, that killed it. Ah, it's 47.
47, fuck me.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, he bounced off the wall and smacks into the 47.
That compilation of Tourette's guy screaming "fuck me," and then it shows him he's playing Go Fish with his son. I got 3 sevens. Oh, fuck me! Yeah, he played Data on Star Trek. Yeah, I wonder what he's doing nowadays. He's probably getting fucked in the ass. Dom DeLuise, he used to be a chef on TV. Well, now he just sits at home with his ass up his ass. So what does that even mean?
I don't know, but it's funny. What the fuck is Stenhouse doing at 16?
I'm watching the 3rd season of Alf on DVD. Alf, you're 93 years old. You don't know who Alf is? And he hangs up on his grandmother because she didn't know who Alf was. 93 years old. You don't know who Alf is? I watched a 12-hour marathon of Scooby-Doo and Friends on Cartoon Network. I watched all 12 hours. When it was finished, I said, shit. It's like the most calm he's ever been. And then, of course, it ends it with, I said, shit. When he's ordering at Wendy's, give me a biggie fry and give me some shit to drink. Ronald McGoddamn Donald.
Saying, no, come on, Dad.
Yeah, you want some Skittles? No! Dad, you want some Skittles? No! Dad, they're really good. No! No! Butt fuck! And that dude that's sleeping there wakes up and he's like, he's looking at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's my favorite Tourette's guy moment right there.
Oh, Yuki, I've seen that. Yuki just mentioned the Kurt Angle promo where he's talking shit to Rey Mysterio. You're a little boy, and I'm a man. And I'm a man that loves to play with boys. Wait, no. This is Kurt Angle. I need to run that match in 2K. Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio.
Oh, God. Kurt Angle on the mic. So fucking funny. Oh, God. I wish I would have been alive for his 2000
My favorite promo of his is before the Elimination Chamber when he was saying that his exact words, and at the end of the promo he says why he's saying it, because people were cheering him even though he was a heel because he was over as fuck. And Kurt Angle goes, you know, I gotta be honest, I'm not a big fan of the black people. And Daivari like nodding his head, and Kurt goes, and if I had to go back in time and make someone tap out, it would have to be Jesus. And Daivari goes, who did he ever beat? Kurt Angle said, I am not a fan of the black people. Ironic because Kurt Angle, we know, loves him some black women. Loves him some black women.
But it's weird, though, because his white ain't black.
Oh, 2 tires. Chastain, Jones, and Hamlin. I like it. Do it now so you can see if you can do it later. Plus, you were running like shit anyway.
Here's my question: is he gonna put the bumper in it?
So, 3 cars took 2 tires. I like it. 2 tires has won this race before. Pretty sure that's how Bowman and Larson finished 1-2 a couple years ago here. I would like to make Jesus tap out. Who did he ever beat? Oh, dude, Abyss is going to be in 2K25. They're starting to put TNA stuff in. Fucking Abyss. The biggest shock, New Jack is going to be in 2K25. I went, did I read this right or did somebody make this up?
Apparently, Nick Khan's a big fan of him.
He better have natural born killers, and it better play during the match. Come on, 2K. If you can pay for cult of personality, you can pay for natural born killers.
Yep.
Come on.
agree.
I would kill for that.
Come on.
I'm going to play so many New Jack matches if that's the case. Of course, y'all won't be able to hear it because when you stream 2K, it blocks the music from the stream, even though I can still hear it. So everybody gets to watch wrestlers come out and pose and not hear the music, and I'm just sitting there jamming. Because when I've got the game on, it plays random entrance music during the menus, and it's great. I'll just sit there and be like,
Yeah, I know the 2K games have been doing that for a long time.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And now this year they started putting in songs for like that aren't even in use. Like somebody went in, the DX song is back in the fucking 2K game. Well, where's that been? And why the fuck has that not been in?
I just hope that Abyss has like his proper TNA theme, like the really, really awesome one.
I played the story mode, and in my story mode, Becky starts a feud with Bailey, and Becky starts dressing like Hugger Bailey. And then for their big match, Bailey comes out dressed like fucking Irish dancing Becky Lynch and has the music and everything. And it was like, you've unlocked fucking 2012 Becky Lynch. And I was like, what? It's like, are you serious?
I've been so pissed, but I've been like, alright, whatever.
The story mode's actually pretty good this year. If you can get past some of the shitty voice acting, it's actually a fun story. Because, like, Caden, I don't want to say Caden's here. And Caden hasn't played it yet. So muting to tell Anthony a big spoiler.
Turns heel
Yeah.
for the invasion.
But done well.
Hey, that was actually
Austin tried, okay?
the invasion stuff was good. I'm still unforgiven 01.
I can't argue with the in-ring stuff. The matches that year, holy Christ, those pay-per-views were fucking
Once
great.
you get to like when we're talking about Unforgiven 01, and
Yeah.
before that, really good. From Unforgiven 01 onward, oh god.
If the 2-tire guys stay at the front here, that's not necessarily a good thing, but good for them.
I'm just wondering what Ross is gonna do.
It's the 1, 43, and 11. And Larson's, oh my God, Hamlin's fucked already. And here comes Larson. Woo! He wanted to go to the middle. He wanted to go to the middle so bad, but Jones closed in.
I was looking at the 71 and the 45.
And that helped Byron get by Larson. Oh, he's going to get through the middle this time. Yeah! Jesus.
Not clear.
43's not got the grip.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, now Larson's loose.
Hold, man. Hold.
Good stage win, Ross. If Bubba could somehow get by all these guys. Of course, he pushes the Toyota
Of course.
and puts Larson in a bad spot. You got to put Larson in a bad spot. You know he's going to be the toughest to beat.
Oh God. I hate
Eee.
Still
They've been 3 wide for 2 laps.
I fucking hate this.
This is working great for Eric Jones and Ross.
Yeah, it really is.
And host of our, oh God,
Not Host.
host of ours here. Still 3 wide.
Hold, man.
Still 3 wide. I think Byron's, nope, they're still 3 wide. Still 3 wide. Still in the middle. 3 wide middle. 3 wide middle. The NASCAR 21 spotter would be going 3 wide middle, 3 wide middle, 3 wide middle, 3 wide middle, 3 wide middle. They sorted it out finally. I had a feeling Byron was going to come through that.
But Bubba and Larson still going at it. And Larson clear.
Another thing in the story mode. Muting for a few seconds.
Why didn't they do that with Drew in real life?
Drew should have had an underground match in real life. Yeah.
That actually would have made that feud a bit more entertaining towards the end. That'd have been amazing.
Before Elimination Chamber, when they're all the guys in the chamber talking shit on SmackDown the day before. Drew, and that's for you. And he stands up and points a poker. It's been 7 months. You're due an injury. Just the way he said it, and he was like trying not to laugh the whole time. Yeah, it's been 7 months. You're due an injury, and I'm gonna give you one. Jones is starting to struggle on them 2 tires now. Ross still has that clean air, so he's set. I don't think Ross is going to win the stage, but he'll finish top 5. Bubba never touched him. Not even close.
Yeah, Jones's car's falling off.
Yeah. When you get on them 2 tires in traffic, it kills you. When you're Ross and there's nobody in front of you, you're good. But there's about to be somebody in front of him. I'm going to make a bold prediction, say Ross finishes 3rd. Unless he sits here and holds them up, and then Bubba catches them all, and then he finishes 4th. I still say 2 tires can work for like a green, white, checkered, but not for anything longer than 5 or 10 laps. And this was only 14 to go when they restarted. Unless you get out front like that, I mean, that's another thing. You nail the restart, it can work.
Yeah, and Ross was fine on the
And he's not even driving like a dick. He's giving Byron the line he wants.
amazing. 'Cause Ross,
There you go. I think he figured what I thought of just now. If I hold them up, more guys are going to catch us, and I'm going to get freight trained. So I might as well let 1 or 2 go and just hang on. There you go. See, he's 3rd now.
that's a smart play,
Yeah.
and he can hold off Bubba probably.
He can probably hold off Bubba. Ross is really good at that mental math, as we saw at Coda. I see, 25th, 30th, or 15th. I'll take 15th. I'm going to pull over.
And yeah, exactly. It's like, I'll still never forget the beginning of it. Jesus Christ.
And then after the race, he got mad when people asked about it. It's like, dude,
What the fuck is wrong with you, Ross? Of course
we're going to ask about it because you were the one bitching host of our out after Atlanta for less than this.
Yeah, you just fucking dive bombed into Chase and spun him around like a hypnotic on top for no reason.
Beyblade.
God.
I don't want to get turned into a Beyblade in the first corner of the first lap.
Oh, the race just fucking started and I'm spinning around for no reason.
That GTA 5 Chaos Mob when it activates Beyblades and all the cars in the world start doing that. I ain't played GTA 5 Chaos Mod in a while. My latest fixation is the Tony Hawk games again because they announced the remakes of 3 and 4, so I started playing 1 and 2.
I saw, but I'm kind of concerned because there's rumors that they're gonna be like $100 or some shit.
Oh no, the early edition is 70 and the standard's 50 for Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I wasn't sure like what the fuck was going on with the Hawk.
The only thing pissing people off about the remakes is that Pro Skater 4 is different from 3, right? So the first 3 Tony Hawk games, you have your 2-minute runs to complete all the goals. You can free skate and whatever with no time limit, but the main thing is complete these goals in 2 minutes. And any goals you don't complete, you can come back and play again in another 2-minute run. Pro Skater 4 was the first Tony Hawk game that had open world missions, like story type missions. They're not doing that for the remake. They're making it like 3, 1, 2, and 3 with just the 2-minute objectives. So I'm like, oh, so you're basically just giving us Pro Skater 3 with a Pro Skater 4 map pack, is what you're saying. Because if this was proper Pro Skater 4, we'd have the campaign with all the open missions, but they're not doing that. And so I'm like, that's kind of lame. But I'm still happy as fuck, because Pro Skater 3 is the greatest game ever, according to a lot of people. And we'll have all the maps from 4. So it's still going to be great, but at the same time, that tells me they're not going to remake Tony Hawk's Underground now, because Underground is a story-driven game, strictly story-driven. So, I don't know. They're not going to do Underground. Or if they do, they'll do an Underground 1 and 2 type game where it has all the maps, which I would still appreciate. I would like to see those Tony Hawk's Underground maps on a PS5 game. Because the later Tony Hawk games, somebody just wrecked under commercial here. I thought they did. Ah, they're good. They're good. He said somebody had scrubbed the wall, and I was like, yeah, it was the end of the stage. But they said somebody hit the wall.
It has been fun going back and playing Arkham City.
Yeah.
It's very fun, and now I've got it on my Xbox One. So
Nice.
I'm gonna play it, again on that to try.
You gonna play Not?
No,
You're not gonna play Not?
I hate the story so bad.
I don't hate the story. There's just parts of it I don't like.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to make it to Scarecrow, and then once you make it to Scarecrow and get that shit out of the way, then it's like, oh fucking Christ! I have to sit through the revelation that the Arkham Knight is the one person I didn't want it to be. Ugh. And then I really don't want to do the tank shit at all. I'm not interested in the tank shit. Ugh.
There was too much of it.
Yeah, it's way too.
On one hand, I'm like, well, that was their like big new gameplay thing, so they pushed it hard.
I wouldn't mind doing the Riddler racetracks.
The Riddler, the racetrack challenge maps
Yeah.
are fucking great. All the DLC ones,
I would totally do that.
based on the movies and stuff. Oh, it's so fucking cool.
Oh yeah, I would totally get real good at the Batmobile, but I just God.
Not is so weird because in my mind, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, the good and not far outweighs the negatives. Because it's so fucking well. It's like a flawless fucking video game. If you ignore the story, I mean, gameplay, graphics, the game looks like it's brand new. It looks like a PS5 game.
Only thing I don't like are a lot of the faces, but I can ignore that.
Yeah, because they went with the photorealistic route. So a lot of characters look different than they did in City.
And Ivy just.
Ivy looks completely different. But it's funny because they really can't change Joker, so Joker still looks like he did before, but all the other characters got a facelift, like a photorealistic facelift. Batman has Homer Simpson mouth sometimes in that cowl.
Ivy looks terrible. There's a lot of characters that don't look good, but I know Nightwing looks
Harley looks amazing, and not. She looks fucking great.
Yeah, Harley's fine.
Two-Face is perfect. I feel like Knight is just so fucking flawless, gameplay-wise. And just the amount of shit you can do, all the content, all the DLCs and everything.
My thing is the gadget wheel and stuff like that, all the gadgets and shit.
Yeah.
It is. Everybody, I remember my first one, Captain. I know you do. Environment, different factors, going out. It's kind of where I like to be. I know you like to be comfortable, but I don't like comfortable.
So there is our staff.
I might actually watch the truck race next week. Oh, wait, it's on Friday night. I'll probably watch it, but won't stream it. Because I play online with my friends. Lately, Trucks has been a lot better about that. The races have been cleaner.
Well, that's good. The spate of problems with power steering, a single source part. Larry Mack did some investigating and found out the problem, may not be with the supplier or their quality control. Larry.
Well, Ray Nicholson playing Joker would be ironic considering his dad already did it and was fucking great at it.
Because he is the real
He literally is Joker. I know it's the most obvious thing in the world, but I want to shake the hand of the person and go, yeah, Jack Nicholson, no shit, right?
Yeah. Like, that's money. Pure money.
The shit he does in that movie is so fucking weird and funny. You're crazy. I thought I was a Pisces. Come on. That's a great underrated line of that movie. You're crazy. I thought I was a Pisces.
That shit would be money because everybody's so addicted to what their zodiac.
What do you want? What do I want? My face on the $1 bill. And they're going through that art museum and he sees a painting of George Washington. The $1 bill. You idiot! You dropped me into that vat of chemicals. That wasn't easy to get over. But don't think that I didn't try.
Who doesn't love Jack Nicholson?
Or when they're hanging on the side of the fucking church and Batman's hanging there and Jack laughing at him. And there's a gargoyle on the side of the church and Jack goes, hi, what are you laughing at? Suarez did too. Why would you do two at the start of a stage?
Suarez, no, dude.
Why would you do two tires at the start of a 100 lap run?
And he hasn't exactly done super great, so all he's going to do is get in the way.
What are you laughing at? They said a lot of that movie was just him making it up on the spot.
Oh, I believe
Like there was a loose script, but they're like, Jack, you do you.
And that is obviously what you do with Jack
Yeah.
Nicholson in a role like that.
So what do? They kill him off.
Of course they do.
Because in the 80s, the bad guy always died at the end of the movies. That was like an 80s trope. Every bad guy dies at the end of every fucking movie.
Especially in action movies.
But why? Why kill him off?
Realize what they had.
Yeah.
That's
Well, the bad guy's gonna die at the end. Just let Die Hard, I guess, is what they were thinking. And I bet you that the fuckers that made Die Hard regret killing him off too, because Alan Rickman's a fucking great actor, and everybody loved that character, so people would have wanted to see it.
Has done is just go down fucking
Yeah.
hill. All it is just a fucking way for fucking Bruce Willis to keep making
Well, now Bruce Willis doesn't even remember he made Die Hard, which is the tragic thing. He literally can't remember. You said Larry Max defended NASCAR and their crappy parts for the tire failures. Yeah, I heard a little bit of that. I thought they were going to explain why it happened. Oh. Somebody stayed out. Two cars stayed out. Suarez took two. He's in third. So I want to say McDowell and Austin Dillon stayed out. You can connect that last 14 to go caution to this stage and pit and be able to make it to the end. So I guess that's what they're doing. You know, that 3 team, Austin Dillon and them guys, are going to try something. So, here's their Hail Mary. They really needed more guys to take 2 tires, but who the fuck would take 2 tires at the start of a 100 lap run? Another great Jack Nicholson Joker thing. Gonna need a minute or two alone, boys. He has his fucking best friend, Bob the Goon. He's like Joker's right-hand man. And then fucking Batman takes the Joker's party balloons off with the Batwing. He's like, he stole my balloons! How come nobody told me he had one of those things? Bob, gun. Shoots Bob in the fucking chest and kills him. Then he hands the gun to somebody. I'm going to need a minute alone, boys. He kills his fucking right-hand man. I'm going to need a minute alone. Such a Joker thing to do, though, to say that guy's like your buddy and then you fucking just kill him.
for like really no reason.
Just the look on his face, he goes... Shakes his head. Gonna need a minute or two alone, boys. We're gonna need a chopper pickup in about 5 minutes. And he looks up at that tall ass church. Better make it 10.
Oh God.
Dude, we were going ape shit when they were running 3 wide for all those laps. Don't let anybody make you feel bad. Caden said he was catching shit because he's a Larson fan and about how nervous he was about them being 3 wide. I'm like, nah, it was worth being nervous over.
Tell him I like Larson too.
Yeah, we like Larson. Cindric's led the most laps. Hell, he's 22nd. So McDowell, Dillon, and then Suarez on 2 tires, and everybody else on 4. Honestly, go Austin Dillon because it'd be really funny.
I just want to see what dumb shit he'll do.
If he's forced into that, he will do some dumb shit. Ty Gibbs sped. Well, hell, he was already 30th. So glad I didn't bet today. I knew this was going to be a hard race to pick.
Yeah.
It was going to be a really hard race to pick. And then you got shit like this with Suarez and McDowell and Austin Dillon. So I finally got my DraftKings working on my computer. It wouldn't work on my phone. And I was like, I ain't betting. I don't trust this. The closest I got, I was going to do a pick 6 bet. And even that would have probably been fucked. I'm going to say, I hate to say the obvious, but I think this is Kyle Larson's race.
I do too.
But
Especially with the guys in front of him.
I'd like to see Bubba.
Around him. It's good.
He needs to be on the outside 3 wide going into turn 1 here.
And it looks like he probably will be since he did pick the outside.
Yeah.
He probably has a good chance of getting him on the outside of Austin Dillon, forcing Dillon on the inside, but let's see.
Good restart for McDowell. Oh, Bubba jumped Larson first. Couldn't quite get there, though. And Bubba's stuck behind the 3 car. Tuck in line. There you go. Austin Dillon was like a goddamn speed bump there.
Yep, and Larson's already about to have second.
Good for McDowell, though. Oh, Bubba.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He thought better of it. And here's Larson for the lead.
Bye.
All right. That's that.
Yeah, so now let's see what dumb shit Austin Dillon does if he doesn't.
He's lost too many spots already. Yeah, his team put him in a shitty spot here with 2 tires, but he's fighting for it. Good thing is McDowell didn't just, or Byron didn't just blow by everybody too. He's working on it, but oh, Byron. Look at the block. Byron faked him to the inside, go to the outside. Knowing that Suarez is the kind of guy that's going to throw a stupid block. We're all serious now because we know like there's no more cautions, no more guaranteed cautions. So
Probably no more cautions, so you better make this shit count.
Austin Dillon went back to 15th. Suarez just has to run long enough to be able to pit to make it to the end. That's another 30 laps, 30, 35 laps. They're giving Byron a hard time. Although
Will he be struggling a little bit?
this is the first time we've seen Ross race them on equal tires.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, bad corner for Ross. I heard whoomp, whoomp, whoomp.
Now let's see if Willie B can make it back to Suarez.
He's been 77 laps in this race, 1 or 2 laps down, and now he's worked his way up to the top dozen.
Oh, yeah, Dylan, that's another thing. Somebody will have a loose wheel by the end of the day. We got another pit stop coming.
Started this race off, made some ground up, then had some trouble on pit road, had to go to the back and back again. Struggled making up those laps with the way that the cars got laps, but he's had a fast car the whole time.
Byron finally cleared Suarez.
See, Byron finally has worked his way around Daniel Suarez. And Kyle Larson's checked out by a little over a second right now.
2 tires or no tires, it's not that 13-lap run like we had a while ago. Even if you split the stage in half, you're going to have to run 35 to 40 laps. That's asking a lot.
And I think that when you talk about that, those cars were still
I don't think we got to worry about a four-peat. That's crazy to go from winning 3 races in a row to barely been able to run top 25.
But that's how it be sometimes.
Yeah, it do be like that. He said it was terminally taut. I saw the Achievement Hunter clip the other day where the mugger climbed the Vinewood sign to get to Gavin and knocked him off the top. That's fucking an all-timer.
Those mugger things are so fucking funny.
You'll have it alive! And he gets thrown out of the plane.
And the stupid thing is his dumbass will sit there and you swear he sees the mugger coming. Nope. Apparently never fucking does because he doesn't pay attention.
That mugger climbed the sign, though. It was great. I got mugged on a roof! During the Christmas episode. And I was like, how'd the mugger get on the roof? The Vinewood sign, there's a ladder, but all of a sudden the mugger pops up on the roof and punches Gavin and runs off. I just remember Gavin, his body like slides halfway up the roof and he goes, no! No! Like he's going to fall off the roof.
And then he gets up and starts talking about stuff. Watch the mugger compilations because there's like 4 of them uploaded.
I heard another random Ray moment the other day that I forgot about because they did one episode. They played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD and they just fucked her. It wasn't good because Ray just kicked everybody's ass. But there's Venice Beach from Pro Skater 2 and they go, all right, Venice. And Ray goes, doesn't look anything like Italy. The fact that it was him that said that made it so funny. Oh, doesn't look anything like Italy. All right, Crime Lord. That was one of those moments. All right, Crime Lord. They should have done King in GTA again. They did it that one time and it was really good.
Yeah, King of GTA was interesting because it's like how you do it, but
Go get a blue car. It's fucking hilarious.
the King stuff in general is really fun, especially when Gavin gets. Oh my god. Because it all goes to fucking shit for Gavin. And it's like, of course it goes to shit. You let Gavin be king. Of course. And then the next episode is Michael, and it's so organized. And even Gavin's like, wow, this is really organized. It's like, yeah, Gavin.
No shit.
Like, come on.
I still like it Cops and Crooks when Gavin keeps falling out of the boat and they keep backing up to get him. And the part that kills me is Michael goes, God damn you, fuck it! It just drops off.
And then my favorite part is they're trying to get to the helicopter. They're like, don't let Gavin drive. Don't let Gavin drive. Oh my god, he's driving. And then he
almost drops the helicopter in the water. That was fucking funny.
That and then another time in GTA 4 when he gets into the helicopter trying to drive and they didn't want him to, and it's on one of the helicopter landing parts, and he gets up, almost immediately destroys.
Yeah,
the
2 feet off the ground, the blades
Yep.
bust.
Yeah, lands, and they're like, "Get the fuck out! Don't let Gavin drive."
You cannot make it from here. There's a caution. You cannot make it from here, but somebody's going to try.
Oh, absolutely.
Joey Logano.
Where the fuck even is Logano?
He's in like 21st.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Somebody's going to try. Especially if it goes green after this. Somebody will try. Well, Yuki, your late caution came a little early. But this is a weird timing for a caution. Kind of sucks for Suarez. He probably wanted this to stay strung out so it'd be easier to hang on to spots. Swimming cop. You thought Michael Phelps was scary.
Their GTA 4 Let's Plays are so fucking good.
Well, we all have Xboxes. We could still play GTA 4 multiplayer ourselves. I need friends to organize with. I know Dylan's got an Xbox. You've got one. I've got one. Cowboy has one.
And I do have GTA 4.
GTA 4 multiplayer would be fun. Oh, God. Cody Shane Ware hit the wall hard. Probably a loose wheel or a blown tire. One of the two. Everybody's pitting here because you kind of have to. Even though you can't make it from here. As I say over and over, you cannot make it from here. Someone will try.
They're absolutely going to try.
Chastain took 2 tires. Got the lead. Cindric 2 tires. Chase Elliott 2 tires. Christopher Bell 2 tires. That's really frustrating for guys like Larson, Byron, and Bubba who have the best cars. They keep getting jumped by 2 tire guys and have to fight with them for fucking 10 laps.
Well, I'm not surprised Chase Elliott took 2.
You're going the wrong way. 54 is going the wrong way.
You good?
Well, you can pit it that way. That's legal. The 4 tires are in the box.
Yeah, it's just, why the fuck is he spun around that?
He must have got hit turning in, I'm guessing. On a hot streak, 32nd, 34th, 25th.
That's pretty schmexy to me.
Why are we zooming in on Hosefar?
Because he's 6th, I guess.
Oh, well.
I can understand that frustration. Here it is.
What the fuck is he yelling about?
Oh, because Gibbs cut across him. Yeah.
So that's how Ty got spun around backwards.
And I think Hosevar's mad because they were trying 2 tires to jump some guys and he gets held up, so now they might as well just fucking do 4. Cody Ware has taken some hard hits in his career for somebody who drives really slow. Oh my God. Both left side tires are just fucked.
Well, if his day wasn't already ruined, it's ruined.
Yeah, when this left front tire starts
Yeah, he had a tire go down and spin out. It was a left rear.
stuff flying,
Upright's not attached to much anymore. Andy Mitchell, Mike Drana, Steve Sajak, all of our camera guys.
All your camera guys who love to zoom in. This is like their fucking Super Bowl right here, this wreck. They get to zoom all the way in. So Bubba's 11th now, which sucks.
Mailman's got it tough through rain, through sleet, through dark of night. Nothing shall stay.
In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my thought.
Why the fuck did he say Arkham Knight?
He didn't say Arkham Knight.
What the fuck?
Everybody wishes it was later.
That's dirty.
Gotta love NASCAR, right? So everybody's been bitching. Put the championship back to Homestead. We don't like Phoenix. We don't like Phoenix. NASCAR basically said, all right, if Homestead gets a lot of support this year, we'll consider it because they're looking at moving the championship around. So if Homes, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna put it in the spring instead of one of the race dates it's normally had that would draw the biggest crowd probably. So they could say, well, look, it didn't draw a crowd, so Phoenix it is. That's my theory, ladies and gentlemen, as to why Homestead randomly got stuck in the springtime instead of like a predominant part of the schedule. Like last year, it was a playoff. It was the championship race, but it was a playoff race last year. Nashville and Las Vegas. Both of Joey Logano's wins last year, he went absurdly far on a tank of gas. So I don't think you can make it, but I have been wrong before. Joey went 72 laps to win Vegas in the fall and like 80 something to win Nashville, 80 or 90 or something.
But he's fit.
That means he's slow, saves more gas.
Yeah, but that's asking a lot.
Somebody ahead of him will beat him to it, but I'm just saying it's possible somebody can do this.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not.
Not saying it's going to be Joey, but
I'm just saying that's asking a lot.
I would look at the Penske cars, Blaney and Cindric, because they would probably get the same mileage as Joey.
I just don't think that many people are going to run out of gas.
I don't mind it, especially if you're Ross. If you're going to restart on the front row, it's fine.
Let's go back to the pit road incident where Carson Hocevar is trying to come out of his pit. And when he fires off, you see Ty Gibbs come into the picture from the right there. I mean, he's already there.
Yeah, so I think that's on Carson or the communication between the two teams. But Ty Gibbs is already almost into his box, and from a driver's standpoint, in the top of the 77 pit box, you got to be aware of where that car is to know that you want to take off and you don't want to lose time, but you can't just run into the side of the guy in front of you coming into a stall.
Definitely a lack of communication among either one of them or both of them, maybe for that matter. I noticed Carson was outside another portion of his box as well. Makes it harder for Gibbs to come around. Obviously, he came around some, but
He had come around Bubba Wallace right there, and he was definitely stopped short in his pit box. But
he was way out towards the outside of the ball.
and that's the danger in the two-tire stuff, especially when everybody's on pit road doing different things.
All right, now there's the choose. I want to show you something.
And NASCAR, do something real funny and wave off the caution here, or wave off the green here and give us another lap after a caution so guys can save gas. I want to see somebody try to make it.
Stopped way long in the box because he knew that Larson would be exiting. And that's an example of that. It's right there in what we call co-opetition. Work with the fellow next to you so neither one impedes the other. Just the opposite of what happened between Hocevar and Gibbs a little bit ago here.
Well, the 54 team's on their own planet right now. Nobody wants to be on the planet they're on. The two tire guys are lined up nose to tail. Cedric and Chastain work together.
And then Elliott's another two-time.
Yeah, Elliott took two.
So that Toyota GR Super Pace car. Expect Will Chevy's in the front six, except for Boston Secret's white Ford.
Joey made it 72 laps. We got 73 to go. Stay green. I dare you. I dare you to stay green. Or to get an early caution in this run. Suarez almost caused one. Ooh, Bubba. 4 wide, Bubba. Don't lift. Don't fucking lift. Oh, Stenhouse is spin, and Joey's Blaney just got hooked. Gregson didn't give Bubba any room, and they just took them all up to the wall.
Of course.
Save gas. Remember that thing I said about the early caution? It's going to help them make this work. Oh, Blaney's pissed. You see that? Bubba just called Gregson a fucking idiot.
Because he is.
Which it wasn't just Gregson. There were 2 cars to his inside as well that just kind of came up. I like how Stenhouse spun completely separate from this wreck. He was behind all this and spun out. Where Bubba goes to the outside here is where the wreck's going to happen. And then further back, Stenhouse spins out somehow. He has to do that. I don't think that was over aggressive. I think Bubba did the right thing here at this point in the race. This is kind of Christopher. This Blaney's deal there. That was kind of Blaney. Bubba had one of the best cars, so he's like, I keep getting shuffled here because guys keep taking 2 tires and jumping in front of me. I got to go. Yeah. That was tag team of Blaney and Gregson. I think they're showing Bell's on board now. Did Bell come up into Blaney? No. Bell gave Blaney room. So that was pretty much all Blaney and Gregson. And Blaney threw up his hands. He's in the middle of the wreck throwing his hands up. Bell gave Blaney plenty of room. That's all Blaney and Gregson. Well, I reckon I'm going to switch on board cameras now. Whose camera am I going to go with? Guess I'll go to Chase. Yeah, Bell didn't do nothing wrong. Suarez almost took out half the field going into turn 1. Suarez thought he was in a NASCAR heat public lobby, and fucking Stenhouse got run over by AJ, but God, Suarez almost wrecked everybody into turn 1 there. Sure, yeah. Get it the hell away from me. Fucking letdown of a pizza. I'm on chat. I was on Bubba's. I did hear Bubba say fucking idiots. Oh, interesting. A few guys are pitting, but the rest of the field's staying out. So the guys that are staying out are saying, we're going to make it. Gas only for Byron, gas only for Lars. They're topping off just to make sure, but I don't like giving up that track position there. Matter of fact, let me go to Larson's camera now if he's not going to be at the front. Because I figure Larson will be the one to watch. Oh, we'll see who stayed out, and then I'll decide what camera I'm going to. I kind of didn't think they'd pit. I thought they would hold the track position and try to make it on gas.
Well, I'm not surprised Elliott took 2 more to match his other 2 on the last stop. I actually thought he would do that.
So Reddick's the leader. All right, we'll watch Reddick. If you stay out here, you've pretty much made the decision that you're just going to try to make it. Unless a caution comes out 15 or 20 laps from now, then everybody pits again, probably. But you'll be ahead of the guys that just pitted, so I actually like staying out here. I like staying out here. That's why I was so stunned to see those good cars pit. I hate to say it, Blaney, it was kind of your fault. 20 never touched you off the corner though.
Talking about Blaney, yeah, Bell never touched you.
Bell gave him plenty of room off the. Now he might have fucking done something to him before, but by the time they came off the corner, Bell was well off him.
on these restarts. Watch this impact.
Oof.
Gosh. Yeah,
Fuck.
smacking back against the back of the seat. So they've done a lot of work inside the car on the foam and some of the things that they've had to do with your headrest over the past couple of years. You see why right there.
Bubba was innocent and all that.
6 cars involved.
And there was a lot of
Ooh.
cars that just barely got
How many
through
are
that.
behind us?
Could have been way worse.
I think the first car that pitted is going to restart.
Let's watch and listen.
I'd be happy hearing that. They just asked, Reddick said how many behind me, and they said the first car that just pitted's back in 18th.
We can say, or if it goes straight, then we'll have to make a decision partway through. Try to catch back up.
Okay, I'll say Bell played a part in that. Bell being there played a part, but it was really Blaney's fault.
It was Blaney and Gregson.
Yeah.
That's all it was. That's what it looked like to me. If Bell did something, it had to be way before that.
Wallace, Jones, and separately Stenhouse off the bumper of Allmendinger. Bring out this caution. 35 caution flag of the day.
Oh, fuck.
Chase Briscoe is the green.
Ow. Mike Joy's an asshole. Riley's from Las Vegas, and he sped on pit road. Mike Joy, well, welcome home, Riley. I'll never forget when there was a big wreck at Daytona in 2011, and Stephen Wallace missed the wreck, and Mike Joy goes, oh, he missed one. And Darrell Waltrip goes, yay! You kids that didn't watch Stephen Wallace, he was in a lot of wrecks. He missed one. Yay! I like how even the cars that just pitted think they might not make it. I'll take the track position and take my chances, so I would have stayed out. One of those cars is Joey Logano, who, because he stayed out, goes from 21st to 11th. And I know his mileage is good. Noah Gregson outside second row. Big move from Ty Dillon here, 3 wide. Reddick gets away with the lead. I would say Reddick's going to probably comfortably lead here. Priest 3 wide up the middle. Barry wanted to follow him through and give him a push, but he couldn't get there. Reddick's going to probably lead for a good while here comfortably. I feel like the guys that just pitted should have changed tires.
Well, I know for a fact that Chase did.
Yeah, Chase did.
He changed 2 of them, so he's basically.
Suarez is like overly defensive into turn 3 and keeps letting guys get to his outside. He held off McDowell that time, but he let him get to his outside again. This is a real awkward time in the race. Oh, please stay green. It'd be so fun. Telling Reddick, don't save. Somebody hit the wall. God, Vangesbergen's having a terrible race. Oh boy. Is he going to make it back? NASCAR wants it to stay green because they know this is interesting too, if it does. And the guys that just pitted are going, please don't throw a caution. Because now the guys in front of us definitely will make it and we're just stuck. Holy hell. This, Briscoe just fucking bodied Chase Elliott. Okay.
Okay, alright. Briscoe and Chase, they're just making it through there, I guess.
Oh, Joey Logano up to 8th. What do you know? Went from 21st to 11th because the guys pitted and he stayed out. Passed 3 cars real quick here. Just creep into the front. They just told Suarez they think they're going to be short. The guy I'm most confident about making it is in 22nd. It's Chase.
All Chase needs is a couple of cautions and
Hocevar pitted under green.
Lily B though. Lily B and Larson. I want to keep an eye on those two.
17th and 18th, right where they restarted. They just told Reddick that Hocevar pitted, so even though he's a lap down, he will be on fresh tires. And because of how Hocevar drives, Reddick said, of course. Oh. Never mind, Hocevar. Hocevar almost wrecked in front of Reddick. Well, at least it made that pass easy for Reddick. I know he was stressing over that.
Feels like it's like a pass or maybe a one number loose somewhere in there. I'm not sure yet. Yep, coming in.
I think Christopher Bell's starting to push really hard because he wants to get 4 in a row.
Okay, so Hines is like 3. He's committed bottom behind you.
Old Briscoe in another 3 wide situation. Shocker.
9 behind in our way. Nick. Cordial.
Anybody else forget that Cole Custer's in the Cup Series? Because I forget sometimes.
I forget until I see his name.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's Custer. He should have stayed in Xfinity. I don't care what anybody says. He should have stayed in Xfinity.
45 is 41. Still 3 on you.
Oh, boy.
Oh god.
We're watching Haley, Chase, and Busher run 3 wide for like 20th. Suarez is staying really close to him.
Yeah, he is.
Still in the air. Oh, damn it! That's one of the hardest times I ever laughed because he didn't mean to say it. Still in the air. Oh, damn it! Walker goes, Ryan, come on. You got the T-shirt. What more do you want? I don't think Larson's car likes traffic very much. Ooh, do I get to cheer for a Denny Hamlin win now?
No. Something will probably happen.
Joey Logano up to 6th. He was 8th last I saw.
So my question is if Ryan Preece won't do something stupid and let him in. Because that's usually how Joey gets took out. It's always because somebody in front of him shouldn't be there and then does something.
One thing I know about Joey, he won't beat himself.
Not usually. Not usually. And it sucks.
Ooh.
Oh.
Byron's the one charging really hard right now.
Yeah,
Oh, Willie B. Larson's struggling to stay with him.
yeah.
Only 50 more laps. So you still got a shot at your pick 6 bet. I kind of wish I'd have made one, but I'd be really stressed right now if I did because of how this worked out. Oh, Denny picking up a spot. Woo! Did you just say NFL on Fox?
I wasn't paying attention.
Pretty sure he just said NFL on Fox. Boy, if you hear that music this time of year, you go, what the fuck? Your brain is like, huh?
Fuck, it's way too early for that shit.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Shit.
Still like Collinsworth. You see that guy start to come right in your face. He said that.
It will then make out.
We've been pulling for it. Dude, on my when I was filling out my pick six bet, I didn't put in. I was going to have Cindric finish worse than 13th, but that would have been sketchy because he's actually really overachieved today, and he's 11th right now. Boy, Gregson's really fell off. Yeah, good.
But yeah, he really has dropped like a.
Yeah, dude, he was like 8th a minute ago.
Yeah, it's like once you get back to Chase, it's like, dude, what the fuck are you?
Suarez is trying to get the lead.
He's trying. He's trying.
And Denny's coming too. Hot damn.
Yeah, he coming. Oh Lord, he coming.
Suarez is racing for his job.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's probably still gonna lose anyway.
Ty Dillon passing the 3-time winner for position. Didn't expect to see that today. What's up with Bell?
If I were Bell, I would be fucking embarrassed.
I'd be like, dude, we just got passed by Ty Dillon. What the fuck is wrong with us?
Yeah, like, come on, get that shit back, Bell.
What are we doing?
Let's fight for that.
42 laps to go. Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano.
And Joey's there too. Oh my, it's all your favorites.
I'm already wanting to kill myself.
The whole top 5 is within a second of each other.
Can they all just like?
Oh, Dillon, that was last week when Ty Dillon had the extra set of tires at the end and then he sped on pit road. So, yeah, it was last week.
But look out though, Willie B and Larson, 12th and 13th.
I would love to see 5 guys all run out of gas racing each other hard for the lead.
Wouldn't that be nice? It'd make me happy.
Ooh, and I got a feeling I think it's going to stay green.
Well, you know the great thing about this is that now we can wish for chaos because
Yeah.
nobody we really want to win outside of Reddick is up there. So we're not having to, we're not having to go get the Soul Stone in order to fucking get what we want.
If NASCAR sees Denny Hamlin might win with 3 or 4 to go, they'll throw a caution.
Yeah, exactly. NASCAR, crank it up.
I like when somebody photoshopped it. NASCAR, shut the fuck up. It's time for a NASCAR on Fox. Shut the fuck up. Uh-oh.
It up because it just seems pointless.
We got a lead change. Yeah, Fox, cameraman, wake up. We got a lead change here. Here's Suarez.
Shit, Suarez.
And Denny and Joey are dick fight. Both of them said, ooh, they're side by side, and started running each other hard to try to be the first car to get there and take advantage.
So, can Hamlin and Logano just take each other out?
They're not going to gain anything because they're side by side.
Which is perfect. That means Joey
Yeah.
will hopefully act like a dickhead for no reason. They'd be great. Come on.
Hi, Josh Berry. And Suarez is clear for the lead.
All right.
Oh, Reddick's not done yet.
Hold up.
Not done yet.
Not done. He's there. He's looking.
And Joey got clear of Denny. Joey's going to do this shit again.
Maybe. Okay, Reddick, just let him have it. Okay. All right. Finish Reddick.
Blaney admitted the wreck was his fault. Yeah, he saw a replay, so he was like, yeah, it was my fault.
Okay, good.
Uh.
Right, you didn't just lay the fuck over. All right, good. That allows Dennis to get there. And Barry. Good.
Dude, Josh Berry winning would be dope.
Be hilarious. Oh my God.
Ew.
Don't Jesus Christ, Josh.
Joey was so slow through two, I thought he had a problem. Yeah, now's a good time to cut away from the fucking battle for the lead. Thanks, Fox.
Show us a wreck that we've already seen.
Good thing I'm watching Reddick's onboard camera, or I wouldn't be able to see what the fuck is going on right now. Where's Hamlin? He pitted.
What?
He must think they're just not going to make it.
You can't pin here.
Either he had a flat, or he just thinks they're not going to make it whatsoever.
He had to have a flag. You can't.
But as usual, Fox on the money, because I look up and go, where's Denny?
So
Unless everybody runs out and it cycles through and then he gets a caution.
But that's not going to happen.
I think you might see some more guys. Reddick's pitting. I was about to say, I think guys are going to start to get scared and fucking pit.
But,
I think Reddick was like, I've lost the lead. I can't get it back. Pit.
but, it's not.
I bet you Joey Logano don't give it up, and Josh Berry just took the lead.
It's not going to.
I'm staying out. I'm staying out, bro.
It's not going to happen.
Two
It's not going to cycle through
two Penske cars are running 1-2 right now, and they're not going to pit.
No, hell no, not happening. I just feel like Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin completely fucked themselves.
I don't know. I guess they were just like, we ain't making it, so you might as well.
It's never going to cycle through.
Well, here's the thing. You can either try to make it and run out of gas and finish bad, or you pit now and smoke everybody on fresh tires and make up a lot of that time. So, I was still surprised that they just gave up like that. Because they ain't pitting.
No.
The car that went 72 laps here last year, he ain't pitting.
And then Kyle Larson and Willie B are good.
Yeah, well, they're 3 laps better than them. That still might not be good enough, but they're more likely. Way more likely. They're probably okay. And here comes Joey for the lead.
Why is Alex Bowman fourth?
Yeah. Strategy is he on?
Why is he fourth?
They're not going to pit. Go ahead and tell you they're not. He was 21st. Joey was 21st.
And then due to just fucking luck,
A little bit of luck. A little bit of luck. He still had to race his way through that top 10.
and they all just laid over for him. I don't know why, but this is what it feels like.
Joey has led the most laps this year. He just doesn't have a top 10 yet, which is a crazy stat. NASCAR's got such a hard on. Most lead changes at Las Vegas ever. They're telling Joey to save. So now you know they're not pitting. It's official. They are not pitting. They told Joey save.
Yeah, it's going to be awful close for Joey.
Well, they're thinking Barry and Suarez are in the same position as them, and there's 4 seconds back to Bowman, who's better off. They got a little room to save. We're going to switch on boards here. We're going to go to Joseph Logano. Joey Logano on board camera. Joseph Tom Logano. Larson is 10th. He actually passed Byron. Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Because Byron was just fucking tearing through everybody's ass.
Joey's using way less gas than everybody. He barely gets to, you can see the tracker, he doesn't even get to full throttle down the straightaway. So Joey's definitely trying to save. He's using way less gas in the corner than anybody else and doesn't hit full throttle till the very end of the straightaway, if he even hits it at all. Staying off the gas and just drafting the lapped car. That's the cool thing about the onboard. You can see exactly when he's pressing the gas and when he's not. Oh, Kyle Busch just bounced off the wall. Oh, it would break Kyle's heart to bring out the race-altering caution that fucks Joey Logano over.
Oh my god!
It didn't want to turn. The car didn't want to turn.
Oh my god!
Oh, there's your caution.
There it is.
NASCAR. Caution. Okay. Gregson blew a tire.
Ah, fuck you, number 4. Fuck you. I know this is stupid and it just totally makes everything boring, but fuck you, Noah Gray.
Unfortunately, Reddick was not unable to unlap himself before this caution.
So he's fine.
He needed to get that lap back and then catch this.
Yeah,
He'll be back on the lead. Well, I don't know. I don't know if all the lead lap cars are going to pit or not.
in my opinion, I think Reddick is fucked. Like, we're talking fucked.
The only way he's not completely fucked is if all the lead lap cars pit, and I'm not sure they will.
Okay, so. Yeah, he had to.
I think Gregson run over something off of Kyle's car.
Probably.
Hard to tell what happened there, but
Yeah, it is, but I'm wondering if the debris off that car was what was wrong with Greg.
I think Denny was back on the lead lap, I think.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Run over something or
I'm not
It's
sure.
hard for me to follow
those
that.
cars that got squeezed in the Blaney wreck.
Now Gregson makes it around to pit road, where they'll try to make repairs. Hamlin and Reddick were both trapped to lap down.
Okay, Hamlin and Reddick were both lap down. I thought Hamlin might have made it back.
Fuck you, Elias. Alright, so this is interesting. Who's gonna pit if anybody pits
I dare you to stay out. Pit road's not open yet.
open yet? No need to lose our shit.
Keep saving gas.
That's what Joey's doing.
See, the caution's a good and a bad thing. It's good they can save gas, but the bad news is Larson's 9th and Byron's going to be like 10th or 11th.
You're right.
Yeah.
So what they gotta hope for is a few cars
To stay out with them.
either stay out or pit. And I think they're probably gonna stay out.
I'm starting to think they're just going to say fuck it and pit, and everybody will pit.
See,
Yeah, I'm leaning towards everybody's going to pit. Everybody will pit. If the leaders come, everybody will come with them. Nobody from further back is going to want to push the envelope, I should say. So I think everybody pits. So this still worked out for Joey and Barry. You get to pit from first and second. So it's still good for them. Yeah, they'll pit. Because Joey's got a car that can win without the shenanigans. Yeah, they're telling Joey to pit.
so Joey Pit means everybody's gonna.
Probably.
And then if you're ready, you can stay out if you want to, but
Stay out and get your lap back.
yeah, you're gonna get ran the fuck over and you'll probably call a caution. But why not? Denny will probably stay out if he's.
Yeah, he'll stay out.
And Denny's good for a late race caution, so.
Well, Denny and Reddick were so close. Look at, you see where Denny and Reddick are at? That's how close they were to catching Joey and getting their lap back.
That's fucking incredible. Holy shit.
All right, everybody's pitting. Everybody on the lead lap's pitting. Takes the fuel mileage fun away.
Nail everything here. Nail your pit stop.
Race leader Joey Logano, once he comes in, car has been good up front.
Alright.
He was plowing tight,
Let's
but
see
he's
how he
got it
does.
on track. We'll see if the 22 can handle
I think Suarez is going to be the leader.
Yeah.
Wow, Joey lost a lot.
God. Joey.
That was a horrible pit stop.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
Suarez, Josh Berry, Ryan Preece, and Ross Chastain will be your top 4.
What the fuck was that?
A bad pit stop.
Jesus Christ.
He's cussing now. You're Joey. He's like, God damn it. Fuck. Joey don't cuss a lot.
Dude, Joey, you totally jackknifed yourself. Dude.
Well, that was the crew. That was just a bad stop.
Somebody needs to be fired.
I don't know what this top 10 is, but it's pretty funny.
It's hilarious. Beyond hilarious. Oh, my God.
Car guy Patrick Dempsey returns to racing with Kevin Harvick and his friends. So that's coming up next.
By the way, Joey would have been my other race bet, so I would have just lost money there, too.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure you probably would trust
I was like, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano.
So my question would be, would you be cussing
I'd be like, God damn, I'm never gonna win. And I literally had it. Hypothetically, I had it here. If Gregson's fucking tire didn't come apart.
You had the whole in your
Trying to think. We're gonna go to Ross Chastain's on board camera now.
that should be interesting. I hope it's interesting.
I heard Joey say, God damn it, fuck. Frick. Frick. Darn you to heck.
Darn you all to heck. Today's a great day.
Oh, shut up, you're so annoying.
Oh, shut up, you're so annoying. Oh, I love the first Madagascar song. So fucking all hail the
You know what?
New York Giants.
You know what else is good? The first Shrek movie is a fucking classic. That holds up. That's still funny. She may live with 7 men, but don't let that fool you. Snow White. She's not easy.
Oh God. My favorite though is Lord Farquaad. I hate him but love him.
Some of you will die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Some of the race leaders today. There have been 13 of them, and a record 31 lead changes so far.
But I'm already on a quest.
Race of the season. 42 lead changes entering today, and that's the most NASCAR has ever had in the Cup Series through the first 4 races. So this record continues to go. Big opportunity here for
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Don't look down. Shrek, I'm looking down. She said I'm a noble steed.
Oh God. Fucking Eddie Murphy. That is even better in the second Shrek movie because that's when you get Puss in Boots.
Second one's good too.
Oh God. Puss in Boots, like I love Antonio Banderas. Puss in Boots is so good.
Yeah, and you see right here in the story of the day, just a lot of trouble on the pick through side of the things for Joey Logano. So
A 17-second pit stop. That's really not good, guys.
No, it's not. Somebody needs to be fucking fired.
He came off pit road surrounded by Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, Ty Dillon, and Ty Gibbs.
Like I'm gonna keep saying it. Somebody needs to be fucking fired for that.
moment when the parents bring hearing protection to the track for their kids. I'll have a restart with 20 laps to go. That's what we've got this right here, fellas.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The one that lives on Drury Lane.
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Well, clusterfuck sit that these fuckers here are going to race like. Here's AJ Allmendinger. 3 wide. AJ goes 3 wide. It's going to pay off, I think.
Jesus Christ. Stop.
Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh Berry. You got help on the way from Priest. Oh, Ross is really holding up Priest. The Trackhouse teammates work together there. Bad news. Here comes William Byron. He's not done yet. You better get that clean air and just ride because Byron's close enough to do something.
Hey, look, Chase Elliott's nope, 11. Still. So the Hendrick cars might have really good days today.
Oh, God. Byron's 4th. I think old William Byron's going to win this one.
He's in great position.
Way to cut away from a pass for the lead there, possibly. Ah!
Whoa, Jesus. Hold on to it, Larson.
Byron just gets through traffic better than Larson. That's the difference in a race. Byron's got a little bit better car in traffic.
I've noticed Larson has a little bit of a tendency to get loose.
Yeah.
Happens to him quite a bit.
Ah!
Jesus.
Joey.
God.
Joey's like, I'm going to pass everybody again.
Oh, God, he's back there with Chase Briscoe, too. Something bad's bound to happen.
Clean air, Suarez. That's all you need. I'm telling you right now, Chastain is going to race Byron harder than he's raced anyone in his life. And now Josh Berry's trying to make the pass. Go high, your teammate's up there. Ooh, that was a little more than side drafting. That was a fuck you door slam. And William Byron's like, yes. William Byron's cheering this on right now. Rush, you got to hold off at 24 for your teammate.
Can't do it. He can't do it. Willie B's too strong. Well, never mind. I spoke too soon. My bad.
Josh Berry legitimately fighting for a win
It's fucking
this early in his career is pretty crazy. With a car that never wins.
24's clear of the line.
Ah, shit. Byron got clear for third. This is bad. Oh, Ross charged back to his inside.
Oh, Suarez is still there.
Ah! Ah!
Oh, Barry's still there. This is good.
With the 21 guys.
I like this. This is really good.
Just remember how bad the 21 was when Harrison Burton drove it and how good it's been with Josh Berry. This is just making Harrison Burton look even worse.
Yes, it is. What the fuck is he doing?
Xfinity full time.
I figured you were about to say.
Berry's clear.
Cleared his ass.
Hot damn.
And Willie B got moved back to fifth. He couldn't.
Oh my God, yeah, but Chastain got Byron back to fifth.
But Brees just passed Chastain.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Look to his ass.
I knew Chastain would do that to try to protect Suarez. They're very good teammates.
Look at Brees. Maybe Brees can get a look.
I think Josh Berry's got it. This is unbelievable. I would have never bet on Berry to win today. I got my Josh Berry Junior Motorsports autograph race win over there. It's about to go up in value. I'm going to hold it for good luck. Little dusty. Xfinity Series, Martinsville race win. Autographed by Josh Berry. Dust it off. This guy's probably about to win his first cup race. Dust it off. This is the last time Junior said he cried watching this race. Josh Berry was 70 to 1 to win this race. I wish I put $1 on him. 10 to go. Yeah, like $71 or something. Everybody fucking behave. I don't want to see no more damn restarts. I'm happy with this result. A lot of guys in that top 10 should be very fucking happy. Berry, Suarez, Priest, Cendric, Allmendinger.
Hendrick low-key having a very good day. Holy shit. For the first time in forever.
Hell, I kind of want to go to Josh Berry's camera now. He could have won Phoenix last week. Berry was good enough to win Phoenix last week if the circumstances worked out. I'd be very happy.
If I were Chase Elliott, I'd be fucking happy at finishing 10th.
Yeah, after what they've been through.
And not getting took the fuck out via no shit. There you go. Austin Cindric, low-key 6th.
Larson sucks in traffic, and Chastain cucked Byron, and that was the difference in the race. But in 2022, we had an overtime in this race. The 21 is a glorified Penske car, we know. Shout out to Ford for making sure the most legendary car they have is still running. Because that 21 car, they could have went out of business a long time ago. And that's the longest tenured team in car in NASCAR right now. Them and the 43 car. But the 21, the thing with the 21, it's still the same team. The 43 has changed over the years. It's been Ford, Dodge, Pontiac, Toyota, Petty Enterprises, Petty Gillette, Gillette Evernham, Petty, Richard Petty Motorsports, and now it's fucking Legacy Motor Club. Wood Brothers 21 has been Wood Brothers 21 since the fucking 50s and 60s. Nah, he's not involved anymore. It's Jimmy Johnson and like business partners or something. But the 21, that's still their car. They just they have the deal with Penske. Because for a while, if you remember when you started watching, the 21 was part-time. They would run like 2/3 of the year. And then when they got the deal with Penske, they're like, shit, we can run all the races again. And they got Ryan Blaney. And they took off. And then they had to have some pay drivers. They fucking stuck with Paul Menard for a little while. And Matt DiBenedetto. And then Harrison Burton. And yes. Actually, I do think in the 80s or some point they did have two, because I think Kyle Petty drove one. Dale Jarrett drove one. I think Kyle Petty drove one. But this 21 car has been their car. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy that this is about to happen. Junior's going to be fucking psyched. Josh Berry was Junior's guy. Josh Berry didn't have sponsors. Junior said, "No, I just want. I'm going to do what I can to make sure Josh Berry gets a chance." So I know Dale Jr. is going to be fucking happy. This is crazy. Harrison Burton won Daytona last summer with him. We know how that goes, but this is real right here. Josh Berry! Josh Berry just won a cup race on a mile and a half. No bullshit. Josh Berry won a cup race. That is awesome. I wish I could get Junior's reaction because he's fucking just jumping all over the place, I'm sure. Josh Berry won before Ty Gibbs. Nobody thought Josh would ever be in a cup car. Holy shit. Passive aggressive because he's over it at this point. I'm still on Josh's on board for the post race. They leave them cameras on for like 30 or 40 minutes after. That top three is pretty crazy.
That top three doesn't make any sense.
Oh, he could have saved Stuart Haas if they'd have just been able to stick with it. This reminds me when Elliott Sadler won Bristol in the 21 because nobody saw that shit coming either. Josh Berry won before GTA 6. Dylan said future 48 car driver there. Who knows? It is weird. People use the 21 as a stepping stone, don't they? That's what Blaney did. That's what Elliott Sadler did before him. But after last week and this week, maybe this can just be this kind of car now. This kind of team, this kind of race team. Yeah, I want to say in the 80s it was like Morgan Shepherd in the 21 and Kyle Petty and like the what the fuck was the other number? I can't remember. I just know Kyle Petty won in a Wood Brothers car that wasn't 21. Kyle Petty won Richmond because Dale Earnhardt tried to kill Darrell Waltrip and accidentally wrecked himself in the process. Yeah.
53rd career start. Hugs his wife. Josh, you are now a Cup Series winner. How does that sound?
Oh man, I don't even know what to think. Just awesome. I love this track. Las Vegas has been so good to me. I've had so many great moments here. Just struggled in the next gen car here, but man, Miles and this whole 21 team, everybody at Wood Brothers Racing, they gave me a great car today. We just battled and battled and battled, and man, it was our day. I just can't believe it. Such a battle with Daniel there.
I know that hurts Suarez because God, Suarez has to win.
Lap 1.5 is crazy.
He's fighting for his job.
He's gonna get up front, was probably gonna win.
Everybody knows Suarez is on the hot seat.
Josh, you joined the Wood Brothers in the offseason. This is just your 5th race together. What does it mean to you to drive for this legendary team and now to get them back to victory lane?
I mean, it's just incredible. They've just been so good to me. It's just been a great relationship, and obviously thank everybody at Wood Brothers Racing, but Team Penske as well. They welcomed me with open arms and tried to help me and accelerate this learning process as much as I can. And I really can't say enough for Miles Stanley, man. Everybody, he is so good at what he's doing, and we have a great thing going on together. He really believes in me, and just gotta thank everybody at Motorcraft, Quick Lane, Dex Imaging.
I don't think it's a fluke because he's as good as the other Penske cars.
About that one. And
Because last week he was as good as the other Penske cars.
Was celebrated with
At Atlanta, he was as good as Cindric.
wins at Las Vegas.
Josh Berry, there is the pass for the win on Daniel Suarez.
I thought that was going to help Byron win, but God bless you, Ross Chastain. Because if it wasn't for Ross, Byron probably would have won.
Just scored a very popular victory.
Somebody got paid today. Surely somebody bet on him. Somebody got this AI on Twitter to roast Tony Khan. It said, all right, let's take a swing at Tony Khan, the wrestling world's resident trust fund baby with a passion for booking matches like he's playing WWE 2K on easy mode. This guy's got more money than sense, running All Elite Wrestling like it's a vanity project fueled by his dad's checkbook and cocaine addiction. He's out here tweeting like a 14-year-old fanboy who just discovered the internet, hyping every show as the greatest night in wrestling history. Bro, calm down. It's just Wednesday. Tony's got the charisma of a wet sock and the business acumen of a guy who thinks ratings are just hugs from his mom. He signed half the wrestling world to AEW, yet somehow the show feels like chaotic indie horse shit where everyone gets a turn but nobody knows why. He's the type to call himself a genius for putting together a match that sounds cool on paper, like a dream match between two guys who peaked in 2012, and then it ends up a 20-minute spot fest with no real story and a shit finish. And let's talk about his wardrobe. My man dresses like he's perpetually late for a Zoom call with his accountant. That scarf isn't fooling anyone. Tony, you're not a mysterious auteur. You're just a dude who thinks disheveled millionaire is a vibe. Stick to buying sports teams and let someone else steer the ship before AEW becomes the wrestling equivalent of your midlife crisis. AI wrote that.
And AI is 1,000% correct.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. Fucking love that. That's the funniest shit I've read all day. Somebody said that's not a roast. That's literally just accurate.
Yeah, it is.
They've been in contention, so congratulations to them. We did everything right, you know. The team did an amazing job on the strategy, pit stops. We did everything right. Our car was fast. We just struggled a little bit in the short run, and I mentioned to my crew chief just a little bit ago because before the last run, I told him, I say, hey, we're gonna be up front. I need a little bit better short run. I'm having too much contact over there in 1 and 2, and unfortunately, I feel like that's why we lost the race. Just a little bit too much contact.
Who wants to buy a Josh Berry Xfinity Win diecast? They'll start the bidding at $250. It's autographed. Come on, he's a cup winner now.
Somebody might pay for it.
I got this shit for like 75, which was a hell of a deal.
Third last time here, second this time for Daniel Suarez.
Jamie McMurray, Chris White, seems like everybody wants to get to victory.
And if you do, are able to sell that, that means maybe you can put Junior's Michigan Dark Knight Rises car up front.
Yeah.
This is an underdog team, as Mike and Clint and Kevin described, and an underdog driver in what is a reset race. I mean, this is a telling race about what kind of season you're going to have, at least for the most part. Christopher Bell wound up 12th on the way, ending his three-race win streak. So, and this is kind of a reset to the season. What caught your attention? And obviously, how did Bell pull this off?
Well, it was
Not pull this off.
yeah. I mean, it was obviously a really impressive run by Josh to be able to get to the front, take the lead from Suarez. But I don't know that we should be completely surprised. This has been a tremendous track for him. He's won a couple of Xfinity Series races here in the past. But Chris, he's had a really good season. You look back to Atlanta, he was able to be in position to win that race. He was great at Phoenix as well last weekend. They came here, they qualified well. They didn't have the mistakes that a lot of teams had. They didn't have any tire issues. They didn't have any pit stop issues. Josh did a tremendous job.
Yeah, and a quick thought on Bell and his streak coming to an end. It was fun to watch, entertaining. He got up to second today.
Yeah, it was an incredible run by him. You know, getting to speak with Adam Stevens in the off weekend, those guys had high expectations heading into today, but it wasn't their day, it was Josh's.
Josh Bell, his day in the sun.
Josh Bell, stop. Chris. It's Josh Berry.
NASCAR on FS1. We'll see you in Miami next weekend. Stay tuned for Patrick.
I like how Chevy being the sponsor on this car just means, yeah, they really didn't have a sponsor. So Chevrolet was like, here, we'll throw you a bone. You heard Chris Myers. Josh Bell wins Las Vegas. I'm out of here. I might stream 2K later because I want to get back on that grind. I'm going to get that 2010 CM Punk. I'm going to get that 2010 CM Punk.
I believe you.
Because I want the ring gear that comes with it so I can put that ring gear on current Punk and change the colors and whatnot. Because his default gear is the Bret Hart tribute from SummerSlam last year, which is really cool, but like, no, I want to have different colored CM Punk stuff.
Yeah.
And the 2010 Punk has like its default green and black. And I'm pretty sure the stars have the outline, so I can make that awesome red tights with the black stars with the white outline gear. He wore that against Gunther at a house show recently. That's like, oh, he still wears his old shit, because you know that's his old shit. He doesn't have new stuff. Well, he has new stuff made, but I'm like, wow, he kept all his old stuff. Fuck it, we out.